I wanna know.
Hello and welcome to yet another Call of Cthulhu SCP game. This is UIU Unusual Incidents number 5, Cold War. I am your game master for the evening, Dr. Crow. And joining me are my good friends, Agent John Smith, played by the Amish Man.
Yes, sir.
Agent Ralph Rogers, played by Nick Brown, the man of renown.
No, wait. Hello, yes.
And Agent Warren Pierce, played by Blue Teddy Narrations.
Evening, everyone.
I mispronounced your name again. It's Ren Pierce. Good Lord.
You got there eventually.
Eventually.
It's like Jafar from Aladdin. He just keeps mispronouncing Aladdin's fake name or whatever. Sorry, that's what came to mind.
That's all right. So, last week, quite a game. Agent Rogers had to hide a potato when his secret GRU Division P operatives activated him from his sleeper agent, which he did so very well. That potato is hidden within the UIU, and nobody's ever going to find that.
It's gone. That one, it's just like, damn.
It's hidden so well that the very concept of potato has ceased to exist. French fries, what are those?
Then we almost killed you.
We almost got Ren Pierce killed as you snuck into a motel room that your target, one Adolf Hitler. Why did I choose this as a concept? This is ridiculous. Because you snuck into the motel Hitler was hiding in and fell victim to a trap that he laid. A mirror that would show you the flaws and make you hyper fixate on physical flaws. John Smith and Ralph Rogers, along with Agent Miller and Agent Max, was able to save you. And John discovered that in the papers on Hitler's desk, there were concepts for an oil painting depicting a nuclear blast. While staying at Rin's place for a brief while, the house was assaulted by Hitler, and clay golems that he made to look like Nazi soldiers. You managed to stop them and take Hitler captive. Calling in backup, Hitler was kidnapped by undercover agents of GRU Division P, the Soviet Russia's anomalous organization. It's a race against the clock to find these agents, recapture Hitler before they can take him back to Soviet Russia and all the secrets he would hold.
Basically, no pressure.
No
Hi,
pressure.
Kenneth.
Hello.
Hi, Kenneth. So, you have talked with Jack Bright and Agent Cornwell at the airport, and they are working on shutting down basically everything that would lead back out into Europe.
They can't shut down the sea, though. There's submarines, Russian submarines out there.
Thank goodness you guys are not near the ocean.
Won't be too hard to get to it.
Don't give the DM any more ideas, Nick.
Antisea isn't that far away, but it's far enough.
All right. So it's been about a week since Hitler was kidnapped, stolen, taken hostage.
Kidnapped? I don't know. What would be a better word for?
Incarcerated?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna go with Nazi napped, but yeah, that's better. Incarcerated.
Coin copyrighted by Blue Teddy Narrations.
let's forget that one real quick. Actually. I've thought better of it.
So you have found, following some anonymous leads and tips of people, basically the public, trying to find, like, we're looking for these guys who look like this, and things like that. You are moving out of the city and are traveling down this dirt path. Apparently, there's been some sightings of some strangers within one of the small towns that surround the city. They kind of match the description of the agents who took Hitler. So as you're taking this car down this dirt path to try to get to where this farm is at, what is going through your head at this time?
To be honest, I would love to say that she's selfless enough to be concerned about the fate of the world, but she's like, I really hope nobody found those pictures.
It has been a week, so would she have been able to get home to check on that?
Yes, and they were absolutely gone.
She's like, I hope the wrong person didn't find those pictures.
What
To
about
amend.
the drugs that can wipe the memories? Are those
Yeah, those are gone too.
They
if
took
those were
those
left.
too, even though they were a gift by Jack Bright. Dang.
Yeah, not that Jack Bright has the legal authority to give out amnestics like that.
Fair enough. Okay, so we stopped his plan with the painting and the the charcoals rather. He still technically could have access to the paints even though he's incarcerated, right?
It's highly unlikely. They
Oh,
probably
okay, well,
would have. Depends on
good
what
at least.
information the Russians were able to pry out of him.
And assuming he hasn't already painted it somewhere that's like just no one's viewed it yet, because you said that's what triggers it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, I guess we're just doing. Seems like the mystery parts of this are solved besides who exactly has him, right? It could still be either the Germans or the Russians.
That's the one that's very up in the air because there was a lot of organizations that were brought up that could have taken him.
Yep. The two that are at high regards are GRU Division P, which is the Russian Soviet unit, and Akira Corps, which was the Nazi Germany anomalous scientist group. If it's the Russians, it's the worst case scenario because they're the ones who will try to pry any sort of information, both anomalous and conventional, out of him. Because at this time, the Russians are still like scouring all over Eastern Europe for hidden Nazi payloads, remaining Nazi scientists that have managed to escape, war leaders, criminals, generals. Add on top of that the anomalous world. Who knows? The Nazis were up to a lot of stuff during that time period.
Okay, so we're going to confront we got a tip that somebody saw the agents.
Yeah.
So when we confront them, does somebody else want to take the pictures?
John will volunteer again.
Okay. I'm still in a not dying kind of mood.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, so how long is the drive?
So it's about 4 hours out of town, and then like another hour from the small town that you were in to this farm where they were seen.
Okay, so if it's a farm, it's probably relatively wide open, so they're probably gonna see us coming. Unless, let's see, Tennessee, is it like mountain farm or
mountainous farms? This is abandoned. Okay. This place is supposed to be abandoned. Essentially, what happened is that a bunch of teenagers used this place to, teenage stuff.
Not teenage stuff. Okay.
So apparently they came back because they saw lights on in this abandoned homestead.
Those hoodlums were going to play some D&D.
A good 30 years before it was invented. It sure were.
Go inside. They're about to play some D&D, and what do you know? The DM's Hitler. What are the odds?
Well, time travel is a thing in this game, so you know.
That's true.
Anyway, okay, so we should have reasonable cover when we go in. What backup are we going in with? The M&Ms, I assume.
The M&Ms. Miller and Max. Yeah, they can be with you. Cornwell will come with you as well. He's going to put his direct hand on this.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna, and knowing that we're probably gonna be going into a place that's gonna be pretty hot. Do we have more than just the pistols? Do we have some like a little more heavy power stuff? Or
yeah, you got your probably M15s with you.
Do we have like actual SCP Foundation backup this time?
Yes. So I forget what the number of this group, but there is an SCP mobile task force called Himmler's Cleanup Crew, whose whole thing is just tracking down the Nazi anomalous artifacts that were created.
Gotcha.
It's an M15. So what is it? The same damage as like 1D? Like what are those?
That's a good question. Let's find a good weapon that's equivalent.
Yeah, I should be proficient in that too. So
If we're talking like the Korean Vietnam era, that would like the M16 would be like the thing.
All right, so the M16, which is still.
I don't know. Pencil with me down.
Yeah, the M16A2 assault rifle.
Is that a rifle at that point? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
rifle.
Yeah, and I am proficient, so we're good.
Oh yeah, he would be. I would be a proficient in it too.
Let's see your firearms.
Yeah, the time period of the 50s, the M16 would have been a thing. Like, it would be very early in its deployment, but yeah. Either that or we'd still be using the old Thompson submachine guns.
Submachine guns. Go and
Yeah.
run your
That
Tommy
would
gun.
be fun.
You guys
100
probably would
I mean,
have
that
Tommy.
was like the weapon of like World War II.
Yeah, 100 rounds. Heck
Probably got
yeah.
a Browning.
Or Browning, yeah. Any of those kind of weaponry. Well, yeah, because you specifically said we're low funded, so we probably do have like more like the Brownings or the Thompsons. We
Yeah,
don't
you
have,
guys
the
would have
FCCs
like
yet.
you would have early 40s equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the damage for that and all the stats?
Trying to find my list of stuff.
I mean, I know we're low funded, but we're low funded Americans. Like, guns are kind of the thing, right?
Yeah, that's kind of true. So your guys are looking at the SCP agents, and they got all this bright new, shiny, top of the line, custom made model rifles.
Yeah.
Like
What? They don't have no space guns, no lasers, or anything like that.
no space guns, no lasers. Not for this mission, no.
Oh, okay. For other missions, maybe. Yeah. Yeah,
Well, you guys are still like loading up your Tommies.
Yeah, one of them pulls out the noisy cricket.
The tiny little gun Will Smith has in
Exactly.
So did we establish what the stats are on the Tommies?
I'm still trying to find my
You find one that's equivalent to the.
I know exactly where an actual Tommy gun is in the book, but the book's all the way over there, and I don't want to get up and get it.
Oh, poor Nick in his first world.
I'm in a good, comfortable position right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, whoa, it's Nick.
I know. Getting what the heck? I got my phone on me. I can just look it up.
Okay, here we go.
I have technology.
Handguns, rifles.
Like, what kind of round does it? I can just do it by that way.
You don't have elephant guns. It's not a bolt action.
No, it was semi-auto.
And then $1,000.
We could have
Possibly.
elephant guns if we believed.
Oh, they were 45.
And $1,000?
I know. I'm still looking at the Thompson.
Thompson, 1d10 plus 2.
30 to a .30 to .06 semi-automatic rifle. That sounds exactly what you guys would have.
What was it again?
It's a 30 to 06 semi-automatic rifle.
30.
Does 2d6 plus 4, can shoot up to 110 yards. Get 1 use per round and has 5 bullets in magazine.
I got it.
2d6 plus 4.
3006 semi-automatic.
Okay.
There's also the M1 Grand, which is a World War II and later rifle if you're wanting one of those.
Wait, sorry. How much ammo and number of attacks was that?
It's 1 use per round and it's 5 ammo. 5 bullets in the gun.
Cool.
There's also shotguns you guys can come out here with.
Sawed-off shotgun.
Dude, it's 1d10 is probably a better stat.
Oh,
though.
there's some machine guns, assault rifles, and machine guns later, further down.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the M16A2 right here.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, 2d6. It has a 1 or 2 with a burst of 3. And it's 30 bullets in the round.
All right, so 2d6 and 3 attacks. Okay. I don't have my two. I gotta get up to get my 2d6. Damn it!
So you think of
Oh.
this before you sit down.
If
Oh,
only I
good.
had-
They got 8K47s too. I know exactly what these guys have that you're up against.
I want to use the force to get the dice to me. Damn
If that works, let us know.
it! Does not work. What if I throw something at the dice? Would the dice fall forward enough to get closer to where I'm at? So I can just lean down.
Quest right now, this is more the Nick's quest for laziness.
I know.
Nick the couch potato.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a very comfortable position right now. I really just don't want to get up and grab what I need to
Just
grab.
use virtual dice.
No. I got physical. I got my good lucky dice here. I ain't
Oh yeah,
trading
the
that.
ones who rolled not like 2
I
1s
know.
yet last week.
I know. I don't want to lose that. The ones that helped us win against
They
Curse
get
of
your
Shot.
ass up then.
I ain't foregoing those dice for for digital. Okay, so if I miss the shot, it'll turn on the printer. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
All right. So you're watching. So just out of curiosity, which gun is everybody going with?
I'm still gonna keep my handgun.
Yeah, to be honest, the handgun, it doesn't have the best range. I'll probably carry the rifle with me as well, but I probably would just use the handgun because a D10
You guys
is
are
better.
going into a building, so
Yeah, closer. Yeah, we're going to closer range. So yeah, probably just stick with a pistol. And it's a D10 versus 2d6. I think a D10 is a bit better.
John would definitely go in with the M1.
in $1,000.
Hey, that's what he trained with one of those.
Yep. Cornwall also has a grand. Well, most of the mobile task force, the MTF members
They
of
have
the SCP.
those shiny new M16s and stuff
Yeah,
like
they
that.
got them shiny new M16s loaded up. They got the one guy in the head with the big shield loaded up, and they are getting prep. All right, Cornwall comes up to you, as well as Eminem, both of which are loaded with M-grams, and goes, all right. The MTFs, the SCP's MTFs are going in first, and they will attempt to engage. 5 minutes, they'll give the all clear, and then we move in.
Do we have any tear gas or anything like that?
Tear gas.
I don't know when that was invented.
Tear gas would have been outlawed. That's a war crime.
What?
I don't think we had. I don't think those were invented quite.
No,
yet.
I'm thinking mustard gas.
Yeah, you're thinking mustard gas. I'm thinking like the cops use. They throw tear gas in.
Yeah, tear gas is a thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what we
Tear
got.
gas
Like,
has been around since like the 20s.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you're,
I just want to make sure.
oh, yeah, because they were heavily used during the riots.
Yeah. So you got tear gas, and then do we have flares? I guess just in case something to signal like where everyone's at. Like, okay, we got them. Shoot the flare in the air or something like that. I don't know.
You guys, not the MTFs, would have all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, can they spare some?
Negatory.
Yeah, they don't know. They get to use the cool tools.
And they'll never know. If we get Hitler, they won't know though.
That's why they're going in first.
Yeah.
And
Like,
they want
obviously-
they get the glory and all that.
Yeah. Well, as long as we got tear gas, though, at least we got that just in case. I'm not even asking for grenades, just tear gas and flares. Damn.
Well, open your trunk. You probably have a road flare in there.
Yeah.
All right. So Jack Wright, he's here as well.
I assume he's not going anywhere near the building.
No, he's not going anywhere near the building. He's going to let the MTFs do their job.
Yeah.
All right. The MTFs kind of give each other a nod, and they immediately disperse, charging up towards the front of the building. Pressed up against the wall, you can kind of see them, what they're doing. They don't take any shots or anything. Like, nobody starts shooting at them as they approach. They duck under windows, move up towards the front door, and they are inside the building. And then slowly time just starts ticking. There's no gunshots, no fire, no sort of radio static, nothing.
Yeah, as the seconds grow on, John's getting even increasingly more like, just pacing and just kind of like just gripping the gun tighter. Like he's almost like frothing the mouth, wanting to just charge in there.
All right.
Calm down. We don't know what's going on.
Not to mention, if they did run into trouble, it's something that they didn't see coming if they didn't fire off any shots.
Well, we still got radio connection with them, so.
All right, Jack Bright approaches and goes, well, 5 minutes are up. They should have been out by now.
Do we radio to see what the holdup is?
Radio's gone dead.
Okay, now we worry.
All right, since the stress would be piling up, John would come in like all of a sudden, stand up straight as an arrow. Sir, permission to go in, sir.
Cornwell looks at you and goes, you need to calm down, soldier.
He kind of like stands in a more like an at-ease position.
We just sent 8 very qualified, highly trained men into a house in the middle of nowhere that may not be holding the most dangerous criminal the world has ever known.
Sir, America trained me to be the best of the best, sir.
This is going to be fun.
He's become more patriotic because of the same.
Yeah, because of the insanity.
All right. Dr. Bright, you hang back. If we're not out in 5 minutes, Emin, Max, Miller, escort the doctor out of here. Smith, Pierce, Rogers, you're with me.
Yes, sir.
He's taking. I just think it's funny. He's taking like the photographer and the accountant. Smith
John
makes
for
sense.
the coward and the commie and the
Well, those that know we're a comedy.
doesn't know that yet.
But just like in terms of our jobs, like
Oh yeah, no, Ren's definitely mumbling under her breath. Like, how much am I getting paid for this again?
Yeah, it's like technically probably should have been Miller and Max.
Is there hazard pay?
Yeah, Miller and Max should be probably the ones to go in, along with Smith, mind you. But,
Yeah, but they're not players. Cornwall does not follow any of like the high trained tactics that the MTF did. He just walks right out into the field. He's got his gun just like on his shoulders, his arms kind of like draped over it.
Meanwhile, John, he is full. He's got his gun trained, looking in trees, looking in windows. He's doing the discipline he was trained.
Cornwall's the veteran who couldn't give a shit anymore, and Smith is the rookie who's taking it way too serious.
Ralph and Pierce are just trying to live.
And Ren is barely more than a civilian, so she's definitely like not hiding per se behind you guys, but she's not doing that either.
Yeah.
All right. Cornwall looks at Smith and goes, Smith, get the door.
Yes, sir. And the door's closed.
It is ajarred, which is not regulation. The MTF would have left that open, so it's swung back closed at some point.
All right, so I will quickly swing over to the other side of the door, kind of like give the nod to him, and then just with the butt of the M1 Grand slam the door to where it's open and quickly point in to cover the give Cornwall cover.
All right. So you're looking into what looks like a normal foyer, kind of like a living room. It is got bad decay, signs of tear. No electricity. This place has never gotten electricity.
Oh, but you said there was lights in there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like candlelight or something like that, maybe.
Or something.
Gas is still a thing.
Or gas.
Aliens!
Yeah.
Extraterrestrials. No other explanation. No, wait. That's that would be Pierce's buddies. That would be thinking that.
Wait,
So-
gas lights? So like oil lamps?
Yeah. I mean, like, this is a house
Oh.
that's been around since the 20s.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Out here in the middle of nowhere.
Sure,
A
sure.
house that's out of time.
Electricity didn't start becoming a common thing in houses until the mid 30s.
Right, and we're in the middle of like Appalachia right now, right? So it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Here in like the mid 50s. So a poor
Early
abandoned house.
50s. Early 50s. 53. I'm sorry.
So Cornwall walks in when Smith gives the all clear. He's no longer in that lax position. He's got the gun kind of like pointed down at the ready. Him and Smith are taking the point, while Rogers and Pierce are going to be the ones that follow up.
Or Ralph and Rogers, two different people.
Right.
Kind of true in a way.
So, a quick survey of the house. There is a front living room. There is a back kitchen. There is a kind of like a bedroom. A side bedroom. There's another door that leads out back, and there would be a trap door for the attic.
No basement.
There would be a set of cellar doors on the outside. A quick expansion of the three main rooms, the bedroom, the kitchen, and the living room, reveals nothing. No MTF members, no agents. There's graffiti on the wall where teenagers and vandals have come in and written things.
Gonna
Things like-
investigate that.
Hmm?
Been too much
Alright.
stuff about paint in this game.
Would there have been like any mud on shoes kind of thing, like from the outside? Like,
Yeah, there's mud and shoes that come in and attract through the door. So there would be your footprints, the footprints of vandals.
and then
The
trying to see-
MTF, you're looking specifically for the MTF, so that you're going to want to make an investigation for that.
Okay.
What about you, Smith?
Be busy making sure every room in this the bottom floor is clear with Cornwall.
Is that spot hidden or is that something else?
Should be an investigation.
No investigation. Remember, because it's called Cthulhu.
Right.
That's D&D.
I need to just pull up a thing of skills.
Yeah, spot hidden. Trying to see if there's any other ones that could be. Spot hidden. Track would be probably another one.
Track would be to follow the footprints. You're trying to find them to begin with.
Yeah, so spot hidden then.
Yeah, spot hidden.
Okay. Let's see, what is that? 16.
All right. So with your spot hidden, you're able to find three places where the tracks from mud and stuff on the floor gather the most. First two are the front and back doors, which makes sense. That's where people are coming in and out the most. The second place is where you would stand for the ladder to the attic to come down.
And then the same set of like footprints, because I assume our guys would have all the same like, type of shoes, right?
Yep, the military boot.
Yeah, and then so they're all those boots, those same style.
Yep.
Okay. And then I guess I'll point that out then to Cornwall. I just want to make sure it's not anyone else's footprints and whatnot that might be.
All right. He tells you keep an eye on that attic door. Pierce, what have you found with your investigating of the art? What did you roll for that?
Oh, did you want me to roll spot hidden for that too?
Yeah.
Oh no, runaway dice!
Forever.
It's so far away.
Hey!
I literally don't know where it went, but I mean it's 80 something, so I think regardless I failed. Let me see. Yeah, regardless I failed.
All right. So if there's anything going on with this art, you have no idea. Most of it just looks like, teenagers drawing on and writing on walls.
Oh, I found it. It was exactly 80. Wait, you know what? My spot hidden is 76. Maybe for that I push it down. How much do we think that this art is likely to be something?
You still got that 5 extra luck points from the last session too.
Do I? No, I wasn't part of that. That was you two.
Oh, that's too. I thought it was everyone.
Yeah. But regardless, I'll just use 4 points to push it down. So basic success.
So it looks like it should be like normal vandal art. But you find hidden scratches on under the art. Like the art, like there's a panel in this wall and then somebody painted over it to hide the fact. Like they put the kids stuff up on here. So there is some sort of sliding panel in this wall.
Okay, I'll train my gun on the sliding panel and point it out.
All right. Cornwall's going to call Smith's attention to that.
Smith will immediately start walking towards it and wait till everybody's in position.
All right, Cornwall's got his gun pointed at it. Pierce has her gun.
I'll keep an eye on the attic because that's what Cornwall ordered me to. But also, obviously, keep my focus back and forth just to obviously pay attention to what's happening there and what's happening to the attic if anything happens.
Then pull the sliding door and then one quick motion all the way across.
All right, and it is dark, just pure blackness on the other side of this sliding panel. Cornwall looks at that and goes, "Well, that's not good."
I assume we got flashlights, right?
Yeah, he's got a flashlight. Yeah. But even shining a flashlight into it, it's just dark.
Oh, that's very not good.
Yeah.
Should have had our flares.
Is there something like some general debris on the ground?
Yeah, there's general debris like chunks of wood and stuff, rocks.
I'll grab a chunk of wood and just kind of give a nod to Cornwall, take a step back. I'm gonna toss it into the darkness.
All right. Once it hits darkness, it immediately disappears. So fades, almost kind of like a mist.
Perhaps we need Dr. Bright in here.
All right. Cornwall will assign that to Pierce to go get Dr. Bright.
Okay. She backs away from the creepy darkness very slowly before turning around and exiting.
Get the girl who shot Bright to bring in Bright.
You got over it.
I was gonna say, if anything, he seemed. Well, never mind. He didn't seem to mind. We'll put it that way.
He took a good start.
So yeah, she'll. Dr. Bright.
Right. Dr. Bright comes trudging over, a smile on his face and a song in his heart.
Eminem too. Come on.
Yeah, Miller, Max will move in.
We found something that I think it's safe to say is very anomalous. Could we get your opinion?
Oh, I would love to take a look. He comes in, looks at it, and goes, "That's dark."
Basically, John will show him the same thing I just did, and just throw a piece of wood into the darkness and watch it disappear.
All right. So Dr. Bright kind of like roasts his chin for a moment and goes, "So, do you want to draw strolls to see who's going to walk into it first?
What? No D class for this?
Are you volunteering?"
Hey, I ain't no killer.
Ren will kind of raise her hand and be like, as much as I hate to say this, I'm the smallest. If you have to yank me back, I'm the lightest to yank.
Yeah,
Do we have any rope?
Oh, this is gonna turn into the mist.
Bright is going to stop you and goes, "As much as you, as sweet as it is for you to volunteer and chivalrous to have ladies go first, I think it's probably best to have the immortal go."
Oh,
Well,
sure.
if-
I'm happy with that plan. Be my guest.
Well, if your body dies in there, what are we gonna do about the amulet?
Well, just drag. How did you expect to drag Pierce back?
Well, I assume we're gonna try to find a rope, if not try to fashion one.
Well, no time for ropes. Luck favors the bold, and he saunters right in.
John
Dr.
just kind of looked
Bright?
stunned at Cornwall. And how long have you known him?
I've known him since the war,
Which one?
Good
Yeah.
question.
Second World War. My platoon was tasked to help guard a group of scientists and doctors working on something. Some giant chicken thing that could spit acid. It was very bizarre.
And was he always like this?
Yes.
Okay. So
Dr. Bright has not come back out, by the way.
yeah. Well,
That's why I
should we
was
check
trying
the-
to
shall
like
we check
yell
the attic
behind
before
him
we go
to
in
see
there?
if he could hear us.
We still haven't cleared the building itself before we. I don't know if we want to bother with the attic or go into the darkness.
All right.
Rogers.
Do we split the party?
Well, do you still have your
Pronounce
camera?
Rogers.
Yeah.
From your position, you can see kind of like both from the attic and like the hall that it would be in. The bedroom is in that hall.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Bright steps out of the bedroom. Just kind of like walking back up to you and he just walks by you, gives like a little salute, and walks up behind the group and just waits there to see how long it takes before anybody notices him.
Yeah, Raph won't say anything then. he'll nod to to Cornwall, just like just keep it down. Like this is gonna be interesting.
But I mean, he's just right. We're all on edge. I assume we would hear him walking up.
Yeah, but he does nothing to announce himself.
But again, he's making footstep noises. And can I roll a listen?
You're aware he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, quickly like pivot the gun around so as to hear footsteps and like. What the? All right, so you're here. Where's the units? Where's your men?
Didn't see the unit. The darkness has some sort of long hallway. There were 3 branching paths on it. The way I went brought me back around and took me back out the closet in the bedroom. We're dealing with a non-Euclidean space.
Assume before you even ask, it's classified.
No, that would mean it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Pathways won't make sense. Things that you think should work as they should won't. That straight hallway could take you back into another room, that sort of thing.
Was this
We've ran into that before.
was this?
Yeah,
Similar
that's
to the
crazy.
Michael Carter and Dark's building.
Yeah. Would this be something that would have always been here though? Like, because you said like kids and stuff come in here to do graffiti. Would they have realized that something was amiss?
Hold on. I got to be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so anything happened today for you guys or anything like that?
I drew some stuff.
Ooh, kind of stuff.
Smoke and mirrors stuff.
Nice.
moving right on along. I'm gonna catch up to Crow's writing at this point. At this
Excellent.
rate, rather.
How's your own writing going?
I mean, I haven't been doing much just because I have so much written already that I want to draw. But
And then how's the since it's the new month, how's everything else going on that end?
good. I got that first sketch to the boyfriend. He said he could do something with it, so I'm gonna get the side sketch and maybe like a color palette to him too, so he can make that model. And then yeah, I'm just working on that Snow White video,
Awesome.
trying to decide how much to go into the controversies around it, I guess. So I think mainly I just want to, give my piece on the just taking it's okay to be feminine if you want kind of a viewpoint and just sort of leave it there.
Go into with as much of the controversy as you're comfortable with. Would be my advice. Only talk about what you want to talk about, kind of thing.
Because I just don't want to, as much as I do disagree with the things that were said, I don't really want to be part of like the internet pile-on that's currently happening either. Because I don't know. I don't think that there's an amount of fame or money that precludes you from being a human with bad takes. And I don't think you need to get crucified for every single one of them,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
Oh, he was just asking me about my video.
Snow White
That I was
one.
working on the Snow White one.
Oh, what's going on about the Snow White one?
Yeah, I was just talking about, trying to decide how much I want to say about the controversy with the new movie and why.
Okay.
Are you stacking up your dice?
Nah,
It
making sure I
sounds
got the right guys.
Oh, it's from your end. I thought it was from Blue. I thought she was stacking her dice like she showed the one video.
All right. So Jack Bright came out of the bedroom. He came out of the closet. He's giving you the brief rundown of what a non-Euclidean space is. It's basically like reality is not working as you would think it would.
And would this be something that would have always been here, or because there have been people here before, like the teenagers and the graffiti? So this is something what they would have discovered.
Not necessarily. No, it could be temporary.
Okay. Should we make sure the rest of the house is safe before we start going through random hallways then, in case we end up somewhere?
I think he said he went through the hallways because he came out the closet and the.
Oh, I thought he just went through one of them.
He did only go through one of them.
Oh,
they have 3 branching paths, so he's cleared one of them.
Okay.
Well, I'm curious so you were in the attic. What does it look like?
No, he wasn't in the attic.
Well, we should check that before we go down to the eerie hall. Just to make sure. Yeah, clear this dimension before we go into the next one.
All right, so you guys going to go up into the attic?
Yep.
All right. Miller and Max will stay here to keep an eye on the front door.
Okay.
You pulled down. Who's pulling down the ladder of the attic?
1, 2, 3, not it.
I'll grab it. It doesn't matter to me.
All right. So when you pull the ladder down, you open up that trap door. Falling down with it is one of the MTFs.
Oh.
You want me to make a dex or something to see if I stay on my feet or something, or?
No, because you're on the safe side of the ladder. It comes sliding down with the ladder and just collapses at everybody's feet.
So sanity rolls is what you mean for everyone who can see it.
I guess, yeah.
Immediately,
is he alive, or you said
no? He's dead.
Yeah, immediately checking his pulse and all that.
How did he die?
17.
38. Success.
Nope.
What did John get for his sanity?
Well, you said he was on the other side of the door, so
Well,
he
he'll
wouldn't
still
have
see
seen
the
it.
body.
Oh, okay.
All right, so because my sanity was so low after that 15, that's a failure.
Uh-oh.
Well, you've seen. Although he's been in the war, he's seen bodies.
He was not in the war.
No, I
He
never
trained.
got
Oh.
into the war proper.
Oh my goodness. But we've seen dead bodies before. He was at the one place.
Yeah, I did see the pool. Like, that's right. I did see the bodies in the pool, and I made that.
Gosh, I'm
Well,
called for. Hold on.
But you know, I mean, John, you know, he's probably already slipping into insanity. Going, he's already insane. He's just slipping further down the rabbit hole.
I'm trying to help you out. It's like you've seen dead bodies, though.
Yeah, after that 15 hit, you know, like I'm gonna be failing a lot of saves. I don't have much sanity left.
Oh god.
We got to get you to a therapist. Where's Dr. Barnman and Eater?
I was asking Blue all sorts of stuff, so Amish, your turn. What's been going on with you?
Really, not much.
What have you been streaming? What games have you been streaming?
Right now I'm streaming. Right now,
all right. So this is an interesting development because I just got interrupted to be given a piece of important mail for Pixie.
Yay!
It is labeled Circuit Superior Jury.
She's got jury duty?
It seems like she got summoned for jury duty.
Oh.
No, not Pixie. They got her.
Federal jury duty from the sound of it, too. That's
yeah.
I'm not
It's
going to open it
federal,
here
right?
on stream. I'm not going to read it. We'll wait till she gets
Well, yeah,
home.
I mean, plus
It's an
legally
unboxing
you
stream.
can't.
Unboxing stream for
That's funny.
That would be the funniest unboxing stuff. Government mail.
Today we committed a felony by opening up somebody else's mail.
Yeah, she'll be fine if her wife. Yeah.
God.
It's only a felony if she pushes charges.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well, yeah. But all right. That'll be an interesting one. But anyways.
So you're trying to see how this guy died?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, John, you said your sanity failed.
Yes, I failed.
And then I was trying to defend because he's seen dead bodies before at the pool and whatnot.
And that's true. You have seen dead bodies, so you only lose 1 point.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause after that 15 hit, I imagine my sanity is going to be rapidly falling because I don't have much sanity.
All right. So who wants to investigate the dead body?
I mean, John will. He has no problem. Seeing how he got killed.
Well, if your sanity's low, maybe you should hang back on the
I have a
touching
medicine
dead people.
thing. I'm proficient in medicine, so I can roll.
Oh,
for
you're
that.
yeah. You go right ahead. You're the one for
Yeah.
proficient in medicine.
All right. 11. Success.
All right. It looks like he was hung to death.
Oh. Does he still have like any signs of like a struggle or anything like that?
Yeah, there was immense struggle. There's skin up underneath his fingernails where it looks like he's trying to claw at something. Bruises on the face and body. Rope burns around the neck.
Did it break his neck?
Yes.
Okay. So probably, yeah, either someone really strong broke it with the noose or fell from a good enough height that it actually broke his neck. Okay. And all of his stuff is still, like, his guns and whatnot, is that with him or is that gone?
His gun is gone. He does have 2 frag grenades on his person.
I shall take those grenades. I don't know what damage they do. Probably the same as dynamite, so. But
There should be hand grenades in the book.
Okay.
And he still has his gun and everything else on him, though.
No,
No, his gun is gone.
his
Okay,
gun's
good.
gone, but he had a grenade, so I did take the grenades.
Does
He
he have
does
like
have
a?
ammo still. Like his
Okay.
pouches are still filled with all his other equipment, but his actual gun is gone.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, there are hand grenades on
Okay.
chapter 16.
All right. So yeah, I'll definitely take the ammo. Got to put it in like one of the like, mini pockets.
Did he? His hand. Is there any signs of like he shot the gun? Like
Gunpowder and stuff? Yes.
Yeah. So he did shoot the gun, but we didn't hear anything.
Yep.
Okay. That I will definitely relate to everyone as well.
Bright, when you were inside that hallway, could you hear us out here?
No, I could not.
So reasonable to assume that we couldn't hear anything in there either. Maybe that's where all of the fighting went down, if this is another door to there, wherever there is anyway.
Well, something had to have pulled the sliding door back. Either the cabin itself is anomalous and resets itself, or somebody was on this side.
Or they went through a door in the attic and didn't use the sliding door at all. Where did the door in the bedroom let out exactly? Right?
That led out into the closet.
So they wouldn't have had to have used the sliding door. They could have used either whatever's in the attic or the closet.
Ralph did find a large number of the blueprints here at the attic door.
So do you want to check for any more doors in the house, or are we going in?
Is the attic up there? Is it the same darkness as it was in that closet?
No, the closet was not dark.
No, well, that same darkness that we discovered earlier, is that in the attic as well, or no?
No, well, yes, it's in the attic as well. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if we go into the attic, we're going to go into one of those weird hallways.
So, and how many agents went into this place?
6.
So something managed to overpower one of them and to be able to hang him high to where he basically just choked to death. We're probably looking at like a powerful, like a large number of people, or some monstrous anomaly. All right, so I guess there's no other way to go but to go down the portal then.
Since whatever it was seems to have gotten them from this entrance, do you think it would be better to go through one of the other ones if they all connect? Maybe we can circle around behind it, catch it by surprise?
Possibly. It doesn't look like the ATF, the members realized that the portal existed. They went through the attic. Perhaps if we go through there, we might have better odds. I don't know.
So go back into the darkness through either the closet or the sliding door and
through the sliding door.
Try to find the attic entrance from there. I suppose we'll know when we come upon. Well,
She
kind of looks at the
first. Yeah, before we go through it though, just to make sure we're not missing anything. Because there's still a cellar, you said, right?
Yeah, there would be a cellar entrance to that. It's outside though.
I think someone should stay and watch this attic though.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing comes out.
All right. Max and Miller are here, so they're willing to take that volunteer.
I thought they were guarding the front door.
They are guarding the front door, but they
Yeah,
can
well,
still see
they're guarding Bright in the.
They're basically guarding the front room.
Okay, so we'll take care of that then. Okay. Let's go investigate that cellar then real quick just to make sure, because I think that's the only thing we haven't explored, right? Of the house?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the only thing that we probably want to check before we go through the closet, just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So the cellar is padlocked. It is old and rusted to hell.
There's an easy fix to that. John will take the butt of the gun and just give it a good thwack.
Alright, roll a strength check. This is just straight up strength.
All right, that should be enough. Yeah, my strength is. Yep, success.
Alright, so that busted open that lock. Throw open those doors. There's a short staircase, partially filled up with dirt, and there's another door at the bottom.
All right, then John will hand whichever one of you wants the flashlight and basically keep that on me at all times.
Yep.
As
she'll
I
keep the
start ma-
flashlight on you.
as I make my way towards the door. And then I'll check it.
This door does open up, and it's another one of those dark portals.
Okay, so we have 3 different portals in this one cabin alone.
That makes 4, actually, right? You said
The attic, the closet, oh yeah, you're right, 4.
which makes sense because he said there were 3 branching paths. So that, counting where he came from, that would make 4.
Still haven't been able to find the other 5 members, though. That's strange.
No, but we at least know where all the portals are at, so we know where one will lead.
I feel like we can be reasonably assume that they're all right in front of that attic door, or at least not far from it. But like I said, I think it's just picking a different entrance and not walking straight into the same mess.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the one room then to find the right door. Obviously, we'll be taking Cornwall with us. I don't know if we can take
Cornwall
Bright.
will go with you.
Yeah.
Cornwall and Bright will go with you.
Okay, he'll go with us too. All right.
So which door are we going through?
It's a good question. Which door are you guys going through?
I definitely don't think we should use the attic one. That one's out of the question.
Well, the one place that Bright went through, right?
We know that he walked from the sliding door to the closet safely, so either of those are probably reasonably safe.
Yeah, and he said there's 3 branches in there. He went through one branch. So we go through there. There'll be 2 other ones. So which one?
So one of the branching paths should lead out the basement, or the cellar rather, and one should lead behind, the other side of the attic door.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, probably want to roll stealth then whichever one we go through, try and roll stealth on that to open the door and everything.
Yeah, let's go back to the sliding door. Since it was painted over and hidden and everything, it probably has seen less use. So if there is something like John was talking about, big anomalous thing hunting people, it might, not be as active at that door if it's not used to things walking through it.
Yeah, I thought that's the one. I thought we already went through that one.
Oh, did we already walk through a door?
I don't know.
The panel door?
Yeah, the panel
door. Okay.
All right. So you traverse through the secret panel.
Before we do it, they see the cabin. Does it have a kitchen?
Yeah, there's a kitchen.
Are there any steak knives or anything like that?
There are rusted old knives, probably. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically is there enough to hand one for everybody?
Everybody have a knife.
Yeah, just in case in case a noose, so they can cut the rope.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, there should be plenty. Roll a luck, just to see if there's enough knives for everybody.
Success. Hey.
Yep. How much of a success?
Oh, just normal.
Normal. So all of the three of you, you got 3 suitable knives for the you 3. Cornwell has to go without.
We can quickly help him out.
Cornwell,
Quick.
no.
Cornwell and Bright.
We can quickly help him out before he chokes to death.
Yeah.
Cornwell will assign buddies. He wants Rogers with him. Smith, you're with Pierce. Just buddy system.
Yep.
Yep.
Good
Smart.
idea. All right.
Well, Bright's coming with you. So Bright, Smith, and Pierce.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Through the door.
Through the door. All right. And when you walk through, it is some sort of concrete hall. Like this is concrete bricks laid together. There are lights hanging on the ceiling. Very minimal sort of gas lights. As you walk down this hall, you're able to see one branching path where Jack Bright has written his name on it, pointing an arrow which way he went. There are the other 2 pathways.
Do we stay together? You know what? Let's just go ahead and say yes. That seems like the safe
it would be the
option.
smartest thing to stay together.
Cornwell points to Smith and goes, point. Let's go down that one. He points to the leftmost hall.
He'll give the nod and just kind of like make sure the gun's loaded and ready and armed and ready to fire, and just kind of very carefully just kind of like stealth through the thing, gun drawn, like ready to shoot at anything he sees.
All right. So as you're walking down this hall, it keeps going, but then you see a door, a metal door with a grate, kind of like a face height, so that you can see through it.
All right, I'll look through the gate.
All right. There is, looks like another set of halls down this way.
All right, so it's I will motion the Cornwall to basically say it's a maze.
All right, Cornwall nods. Bright, do you got any extra markers on you? Bright hands out markers and goes, make sure you mark your paths.
He will nod, and then basically we'll mark the one we're at, and basically proceed forward.
All right. Are you going through this door or are you continuing down the hall?
Cornwall said to go through this one, right?
Cornwall didn't give any orders. He just wants the paths marked.
Okay, so then I will continue onwards.
All right. All right. This hall eventually comes to a dead end.
And no portal, just a dead end.
No portal, just a dead end.
All right. And, I looked at Cornwall, see if he wants me to mark that too, or just start heading back.
Yep. Cornwall nods at you. What do you mark it with? What sort of mark do you put on it?
Just an X, like saying, like, nope, don't go this way.
We've been this way. All right.
Yeah. And we'll head back to the one where we were just at, and if Cornwall gives
the
me
door's gone.
Huh?
The door's gone. As you walk back down the hall, eventually you start to realize we should have passed that door by now.
And marking there?
Nope, no marking or anything.
Great. Well, I believe the rooms shift.
Cornwall just swears Christ was going to be one of these things.
Stick together. That's the important thing right now.
Pretty sure I've had this nightmare before.
Just make sure everyone's together. We don't need to be separated when these rooms shift. We don't know how often they do.
Yeah.
Basically, just keep on the lookout for it. Actually, so do we? Yeah, we'll just keep heading the direction we're headed, and basically back to the original portal. See if it's still there.
This hallway comes to an end with another one of those steel doors with the iron grate over it.
Do I see my mark, or do I see another one?
You don't see your mark, no.
All right. So I will make a mark and we'll look to Cornwall. Shall we head through this one, or just should we keep heading back and forth down the same hall?
Might as well go through it.
He'll give the nod to Cornwall and basically start pushing open the metal door.
All right, everybody roll a sanity check as you walk through this door. It's a T-way hallway. And as you look towards the left, there is a body halfway through the wall.
Oh. Yeah, that's another failure.
47 success.
61. My sanity is 58. I might push that down. Wait, can you push sanity rolls down with luck? I can't remember.
I don't think you can.
You
Okay.
can push it, your luck. You can basically roll again, but bad things might happen.
No, I think I'll just take the failed sanity for now.
And I failed once again because my sanity is so low.
Well, or it was just that we had to come up with something that we do to like keep our sanity, right? So I think she's just gonna like screw it, I'll play into the fan service. She'll lean into Bright for support. 62, so I did one worse. Oops. He's not very supportive.
Oh, no.
All right. So who's going to investigate this body? Are you guys going to turn the other way?
What about the failed sanity checks? Are we?
Oh, failed sanity? I'm sorry.
I pushed it and failed too, so.
That is 3 points.
John's gonna be insane. He's not gonna. Oh god.
If he runs out of sanity points, I believe that kills him.
Oh shit.
Still got a ways to go before I'm at that point, but yeah. So basically, seeing that, like, John just like gun drawn, pointing at the thing, and we'll slowly come towards the dead body. Is it one of the agents?
It is.
Judging from what I've figured out so far, does it look like he was basically in the middle of one of the rooms when it shifted?
Unknown. He is morphed with the wall. Like
Okay,
he's partially in it and out of it, and he looks like he died in a great deal of pain.
So that's confirming John's theory. At least his current theory is that basically he was in the middle of one of the two rooms when it shifted, and he got basically cut in half.
Right. Did the door you go through, was it also like a door that looked like this, or did it look like something else?
It was a door that looked like one of these iron doors, and when I opened it up on the other side, it was the closet in the bedroom.
Okay.
Now, the guy who's cut in half, does he have his gun on him?
No, he is unarmed.
All right. How about the ammo? No, he wouldn't have the grenades on him because that was on the lower half of him.
Yeah. No useful ammunition or anything.
All right. Okay, so then turn around and start walking.
Well, you already opened the door. Might as well keep going, right? Or is
well,
it?
you
That's
guys
what I mean. Like going down the hall.
This is a T-way hallway, so you guys got the way you came, and then you got the left and right. And this dead body's on the left.
Yeah, so it started hanging right. That's what I mean.
All right.
Well, weren't we looking for the rest of the MTF division? Doesn't it make sense to follow the trail, so to speak?
Well, that's a dead end where he is, where the dead guy is.
Well, he's in a wall. The hall continues on past him.
I'm sorry. I thought he was at the end. Okay, so yeah, I'll go past him then.
Yeah, I thought we went through a door. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was at the end of the hall. Okay.
All right. So this hall takes a hard right turn, 90 degrees, and that comes to a dead end.
All right, we'll make another X. An X with a line. Basically, it indicate that there's another dead end. So basically, it's like keep the dead end separate. So we kind of know that like we're not running into the same dead end. So we can kind of get an idea of like how big this place is.
All right. So when you turn around to go back, everybody has to go back around that 90-degree angle.
Yep.
The hall has changed. There is a flickering. One of the lights is flickering. All the lights beyond it are out. And it looks like the vague shape of a human standing there.
Raises her gun.
Is it looking at us, or is it?
Do they look like they notice us, or
It's just standing there still.
Menacingly?
So John, not taking any chances, he will get on a knee, gun aimed. UIU, hands up!
All right, so it is facing away from you. It turns to look at you. It is a black and cloaked figure wearing a plague doctor's mask.
Oh crap, it's him. That was gonna be the old man, but no, it's the plague doctor. Like UIU.
I feel like that's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one could be reasoned with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just don't let him touch you, but we don't know that.
So he turns fully around and starts walking towards you.
I will give a warning shot, like hands.
No, hold on. Does Bright do anything, or?
Yeah, what's Bright doing?
Yeah, Bright is in panic mode, and he's like, that thing should not be out of its cage. What is it doing here?
Yeah, John's not even paying. He'll fire a warning shot as he keeps walking towards him, like hands. Let me see your hands.
All right, you fire your warning shot. All the lights go out immediately.
Oh shit!
So get the flashlight. Get a flashlight on him.
All right, and when you shine the flashlight, he's gone.
Right? What do you mean that thing shouldn't be out? What is it?
SCP-049, the plague doctor. It believes that there's some sort of sickness, a plague, a pestilence, it calls it, spreading out throughout humanity. It can kill you with a single touch, and then it will raise you back as some sort of undead monster.
Great. And how many of the UIUs are? How many of the agents are missing?
6. You found 2.
And this guy
And
is
he wasn't the
walking.
one that killed them, or they would have been alive as something else,
Yeah.
right?
So we possibly have 4 zombies walking around, including this guy. And don't let him touch you. Got it. Is there a way to? I imagine. Hell, we need all the help we can. Is there a way to kill this guy or at least subdue him?
He can be reasoned with. He won't take on things that will kill him. The zombies are unreasonable, but he won't step in to try to save them.
Got it. So when we see the zombies, shoot on sight. But if we see him, try to negotiate with him. Got it.
Hopefully,
And actually, Dr. Bright, he wouldn't be working with Hitler, would he?
He's French.
Oh, so he hates it.
He's very obvious from talks with him that he does not take much concern with the plights of man. He's completely devoted to finding the cure to the pestilence.
Okay, so that raises the question, why is he here?
The last time I checked, he was at Site 19.
Well, so when we get out of here, you need to check in with that site then.
Well, first things first, let's get out of here. So
yeah, is the light still off, or is it, or do the lights come back on?
The lights are coming slowly back on, and he's just straight up gone.
Okay, and just very carefully, like, start making our way down that hall.
Yeah,
where he was.
He didn't appear behind us, did he?
No.
No. Okay.
It did do one of those things. Yeah.
Is light interference something that you were aware he could do?
No, that's not something he can do.
Okay, let's just cut to the shoot. Oh, go ahead.
It's a dark figure in a mask, right? Are we 100% certain that it's the same guy?
It could be a fake.
Of all these SCPs you deal with, any of them deal with light flickering?
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Not
These are
electric lights though, so that makes a difference, right?
it's harder because most of them are a number of anomalies release an EMP field. So electric technology kind of gets interfered. But these are gas lights.
Yeah, so any of them
So we
come to
can rule out EMP.
any come to mind, Bright?
No, that would have to have been something different or nature of the hallway itself. It could be that whatever this place is, it's causing us to see things.
So I probably want to try and let's pick a door and go through the door, maybe.
Are you saying he wasn't really here?
It's a possibility.
So this place could be potentially playing with our minds. Good to know. Let's keep moving.
If that's the case, humor me. Can we go back to that dead end for a second?
The dead end you were just at?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you can peek right back around that hall.
Is it still a dead end?
No. It is a hallway that extends and has two branching left and right paths ahead.
Let's go this way, and next time we come to a dead end, I want to check something.
Sure thing. And we'll head the direction Pierce wants to go. And then we hit the T section with left or what do we see left or right? And we hit the T.
On the left, there's a set of stairs that go down. On the right, there's a set of stairs that go up.
So this place has multiple floors. Good to know.
Well, there's an attic and a basement, so I guess that makes sense. We were looking for the MTF that went to the attic, so I guess we go up.
Makes sense to me. All right. Then we'll start heading
Not
up.
that this place has been horribly logical so far, but just in case.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
All right. So after... How long would you guys climb this set of stairs before you start to go, something's wrong? 1 minute? 2 minutes?
Probably a couple minutes, not like 1 or 2 minutes before. Like, like these stairs are pretty long.
Yeah, it's one of those gags where the stairs are just endless upward.
So and if we go back down, would the stairs end?
The stairs do end at a dead end.
If we go back down,
Yeah. So like it's just a
Okay.
couple of steps down, dead end.
Oh, cool. So you can try your theory there.
Okay, I just want to investigate the wall to see if it's an illusion or if it's really there.
It is legitimately there.
Okay. Okay, so it's not just making us see dead ends then.
All right, so we'll head back. I guess start heading the direction of the T back to. I assume the hall where the plague doctor came from is now gone.
I mean, like you can't go back that way. It's a dead end.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Okay.
head back the other direction.
Back up the stairs you go, and immediately it's just a short flight, and then it ends in a door.
Immediately to open the door.
Cornwall is getting pissed. It's like, I hate this place.
You just stay together, keep your eyes peeled, and we'll get out of here. And John will open up the door.
All right, so this is actually something different. It's not a set of endless halls anymore.
Thank
It
fuck.
looks like it's some sort of storehouse. Large crates set into shelves, stacked all the way up to the ceiling. It's about 20-foot high ceiling.
Right, we'll immediately tell the people behind me to like basically get down because we're definitely in a good place this time. Gun drawn, basically start making my way through the aisleways.
All right, so each of these crates, they're stamped with German words.
John's kind of like, we can't be. It's not possible. And basically, John's looking for a door out of here.
There is a service elevator, one of those big elevators used for loading crates up into.
All right.
How,
Ralph,
is there
you
any-
said you know German, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to say I can read that. So, is there any dates or anything like that for these crates? Any way to tell like where they came from, kind
The
of thing?
first date you see that reads 1942.
Okay. And what do each of these crates say? What they are?
Most of them read food stuffs, canned goods.
So, canned
Essentially,
goods.
these-
Okay. So it is
these look
something
like
that-
might be soldier rations.
Bright, let me ask you something. You said something about time travel, and from what
Yeah.
Ralph is saying, yeah, these crates are from 1942, and they're in German. You don't think we could be, I don't know, behind enemy lines, World War II ish?
Let's hope not.
It could just be like one of their bomb shelters or something like that.
Let's hope so.
Canned goods could certainly last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any
Longer.
it's just a storage of food, right? There's no like uniforms or anything laid out, like worker uniforms or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, well, there goes that idea. So everybody in the elevator.
Maybe Ralph should be out ahead in case your theory's right.
Yes, he's the only one. I just don't assume Cornwell or Bright, either one of you speak German.
Bert can also speak German.
Okay, so probably since the Mr. Lab Coat and Ralph can definitely work together and trying to.
All right. Maybe not too. I don't want to be in the front, but
Yeah.
middle-ish.
Imagine Bright can probably get through more doors being in the one with the lab coat if my theory is correct.
So you're trying to go up this elevator?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the elevator comes to life when you press the button. Takes you up a floor to another storeroom.
Still just food in this one?
No, this one is not like the one below. This definitely feels like it's on an upper level. There are sounds of people, but you can't see anyone. There is light coming in through the sunroof. And you can hear the sounds of a busy street outside.
Can we hear like their dialect?
Definitely German.
Okay, starting to lean more and more that we're not where we should be. We're not in Kansas anymore.
John, lift me up. She's gonna try to peek through the sunroof.
All right, yeah, he'll give her a boost.
All right. Looking through the sunroof, you've seen the pictures and the paintings and everything. This is definitely,
and she's very familiar with fashion, so women's fashion at least.
You don't see any people, however.
Oh, okay.
But you're looking out over this town. It's city, and you're recognizing the architect. This might be Berlin.
But she doesn't see any people?
No people.
And I can see the street.
But you can hear people, right?
Yeah.
You got a letter in the mail?
No.
You looks like you got someone for jury duty.
Oh my god, no way. Okay.
That's yours to go look at privately, okay?
No shit. No way.
You are live on. Sure,
I know.
sure.
That's funny because you've never gotten jury duty.
I have not been summoned for jury duty, no, and
Ever?
not yet.
You
at
lucky
least.
duck.
Wow. I'm gonna go cook Indra.
All right. So there's probably I hope you don't mind. I did look into it, but
It's okay, my husband.
there's questionnaires and stuff you're gonna have to fill. I always try to suggest trying to get out of it because there's no way you're qualified.
You
to be a
don't
juror.
say that live.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe this is something you probably want to talk about.
Don't say that.
Yeah, not live. This is don't say that.
I'll answer as honest as I can if I can.
Sweetheart,
say
you
it's-
have
it's-
autism.
It's a felony not to
Severe
answer it,
bad.
honestly.
Not serious.
No, not answer it. I'm saying trying to get out of it because answer it. Absolutely. But there's no way you're qualified.
All right, can I have geese?
Yes.
I'm gonna go cook.
I wouldn't trust her to be on a jury. Absolutely not.
I've seen enough Mr. Trump.
So hard.
See?
I found a plane in there. I will see you in the bedroom. Love you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I can hear people, I can see the streets of Berlin, but I can't see any people.
Now you can't see anyone.
Are we like ghosts in time?
Maybe we might be ghosties. That's pretty exciting. Okay. So I'll relay that information, be like, so we're definitely in Berlin, and well, you can all hear people, but I don't see anyone.
Okay, I'll let Pierce back down. Like, and what's on this floor?
More basic supplies. This is definitely some sort of army depot.
Okay, that's good to know.
Any
So
uniforms
it's
on
like
this floor?
so it's stuff that
there would
can
be
be.
uniforms.
So there's stuff that's explosive, you would say.
No weaponry.
Oh, damn it!
But he said that there are uniforms, so just in case we can't see them, but they can see us, should we suit up, so to speak?
That's a good idea.
It might be a two-way thing where they can't see us, but yeah, just in case.
And these look like World War II, Nazi attire.
Nazi uniforms. So you're going in a
That's what I
disguise.
figured. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the thing.
The things you do to not get shot. Anyway. Okay, so up another floor.
There isn't another floor to go up. You're at the top floor, ground level.
Oh.
Any doors on this floor then?
Yeah, there are doors that lead outside.
All right.
Out the door.
Well, we're all in uniform and stuff like that. But you said there's no weapons, right?
No weapons.
Well, the M1 Grands
Oh, we
and
still
stuff like
have
that.
ours.
Yeah, but they kind of will stick out like a sore thumb because they didn't have M1 Grands and stuff like that. Right?
Mm.
At least not the Germans didn't have them.
Yeah, exactly.
Cornwall's looking out one of these windows to the outside.
Do you still have your handgun on you? Because you can conceal that.
You definitely got our handguns on us.
Well, it might be worth leaving the weapons you can't conceal then and just holding on to the ones we can. We've got the grenades and the handguns.
Right. All right. So yeah, find a place to stash the weapons, the M1 Grands and stuff like that. The American weapons, at least the ones that can't be easily concealed.
All right. And there's a desk here. Like there should be a secretary somewhere in here. Easily can stash them behind that.
Okay.
You guys go out into Berlin.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Nowhere else to go, I suppose.
And it is a beautiful, bright, sunny day in Germany, Berlin, Germany, 1942. Cornwall's looking around at the scenery and goes, "It's a lot better when it's not all on fire, it seems."
Can we hear people around us?
Yeah, and it's just normal talking Germany. It's like the civilians just enjoying its day. People going to work. About it. It is definitely picturesque, though. Like this is a heavy sway towards it being, how somebody would want to remember it, not how it would actually have been.
She's going to walk towards the voices. Does she feel anything? Bump into anybody?
No, you don't bump into anybody. And it's not like the voices get closer. It's ambient noise around you.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm starting to think this may be anomalous, that we're not actually in Berlin. Right. We were talking about that charcoal painting. There's no way this could be connected, could it?
Bright is thinking, it's like, we only seen two of our agents. They're both dead. We haven't seen any of the people who took him, and we haven't seen Hitler himself yet. If we're in a painting, who else would have painted this?
I mean, this could very well be a painting by a cartographer, couldn't it? Or somebody who, like, doing work for just recreating Berlin.
Could
Okay.
be.
So, assuming though that he did paint it, it's an idealized version of Berlin, so maybe a comfort painting. Maybe he was
Possibly.
trying to recreate home. So, where was home for him? Did he have a house in Berlin?
That's kind of a loaded. I know he had if I remember the history, he had a bunker that the Nazis built for him.
He
on top
essentially had a palace. I mean, like Berlin was the capital. That's where he was.
Yeah, so perhaps we just need to look around for that.
And I'll have to see. I don't actually know what the building would be called.
Whatever the Capitol building is. Okay. Like I said, I was going more for wherever he would feel safe, but then again, he got kidnapped too. Although I mean,
Yeah,
we still
why would
don't
the
know.
Russians take him here of all places?
Well, we still don't know for sure it was the Russians. I guess, in fact, I would
It
say this
could be
makes
the
it seem
Germans.
more
Yes,
like it was the Germans.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, only I know for sure it's the Russians.
It's the Reichstag building is what it was called.
All right, so I guess we just have to keep walking around Berlin and try to find this place. I don't know. I
So
don't imagine anyone was.
It is a long building with a glass dome, kind of centered in the center of Berlin.
But would any of us know what that looks like? Don't know any of us.
Cornwall does.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
so-
and we've got two people that speak German, so if nothing else, I mean, find a freaking like tourist brochure on any one of the magazine stalls on the street, and I'm sure they can't make it hard to find a building like that,
Cornwall
Not in a
does not
capital
look
city.
like he's okay, by the way.
You okay, sir?
He's kind of walking down the street. And he's in a bit of he seems to start getting agitated by something.
Yeah. John's immediately gonna like grab him, kind of like see if he can like shake him out of it.
This is going to be a brawl check because he immediately just tries to push you off.
Okay. Yep. Well, the military guy, he should be able to easily take care of that.
Yeah, but so is he.
Oh, that's right. So this might be an actual challenge for John.
Finally, a challenge.
Yeah.
A worthy opponent.
27.
Huh?
He rolled a 27.
Oh, he beats me. I rolled a 61.
Uh-oh.
I rolled success, but yeah, you rolled a higher success.
Yeah, so he kind of clocks you and pushes you down, and he starts yelling, "Get off me! We have to stop them. This is madness. We can't just do this to people."
Right? Somebody? Like, what the hell's going on?
Sir, calm down. Tell us what you're talking about.
We can't let these Reds do this. These are civilians. They're not.
What are they doing?
The machinery around Cornwall is starting to shift. That ambient noise is turning from people enjoying that day to the sounds of gunfire, sirens. There is screaming.
Well, John's about to like try to knock Cornwall out.
I mean, she would
Smith.
try the more peaceful solution first.
Yeah,
maybe
explain
like
your
hand
words
on
out.
both sides of
Immediately
breathe.
step in between Smith and Cornwall. Like, Cornwall, you gotta tell us what's happening. We can't help you if you don't tell us. You gotta tell us what's going on, so then we can figure out a plan. What's happening?
We protect the civilians. We can't let these commies do this to them. This is wrong.
What are they doing?
Cornwall stops and turns to look at you. What did you do with Rogers?
I'm sorry.
Cornwall pulls his pistol and points it at you. Get on your knees now!
Whoa, Pierce is gonna jump in between them. Sir, what are you doing?
Smith, protect Pierce. Do not let him near her.
Oh, yeah, well, the minute Pierce goes between, I'll pull my gun up. I'm not aiming at Pierce. I'll aim at Cornwall. Like, sir, what are you doing? Calm down.
Bright is going to try to step between the two of you and goes, Cornwall, stop this.
Yeah.
It's a bad dream. It's not the war anymore. I'm going to need some checks here.
Okay.
So this is going to be some fast talk.
From who?
From whom?
Let's see here.
Whom?
Rogers. Rogers
Rogers.
is the one trying to talk him down.
All right. Whoo, 2. Whoo, hoo, hoo.
All right.
Oh,
So Cornwall, he kind of shakes his head, kind of like holding it. And the scenery shifts back to the idealistic view. He goes, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
That's okay, sir. Let's just.
I thought I was back there. The day we took the city. The day the war ended. Cornwell just kind of like steps over to the side of the road and just sits down on a bench.
It seems our thoughts are what are influencing the painting. If he thought he was back in the war, and it seemed like the painting was about to sort of transform us into that.
At least it was for Cornwall, Drax says. I wasn't there on the day Berlin fell. You three probably were just kids at that time.
So this. Okay, so I'm starting to get it now. Mr. Plague Doctor for Bright. This whole thing, Berlin and everything for Cornwall. It seems like this whole area we're in is systematically giving us our worst nightmares and bringing them to life.
Bright kind of laughs and goes, no, it's not the Plague Doctor for me. That's not my nightmare.
Huh.
Just be thankful that he's not there.
I don't even want to know anymore. I don't even want to know. Can't imagine.
It's probably classified.
Yeah, classified. Yeah. So we're probably gonna have to get out of here. We're probably gonna have to deal with this crap. We're gonna have to fight it when it comes at us. Came after Carmel, came after Bright. It's gonna come after the three of us left next.
Well, if what he's saying is true, then it didn't actually have anything to do with his particular fears.
Yeah, it didn't have
And this
anything to do with Bright.
started out happy, so probably wasn't necessarily aimed at Cornwall either, just an unfortunate coincidence.
Potentially, I guess. Or at least taking our memories and using it.
I was thinking it's
Perhaps.
based on our emotions. As remember, art. You look at art. How do you feel? Kind of thing. What does the art piece make you feel? And this is what this piece has made Cornwall feel.
That's, I guess.
That's how I've been interpreting it. I could be wrong though.
I don't know. We just need to keep moving forward and try to get out of here. And when it comes for the three of us, we just need to try to deal with it as best we can. Are you okay to carry on, sir? We'll kind of like give a hand out for Cornwall.
Cornwell will take it, pull himself up. We will continue forward. Pierce, you're in charge of the mission. You're taking charge. can't be dependent on my emotional state at the moment.
Yes, sir.
John in his state looks visually miffed at that.
Well, for now, I think we follow the plan, keep looking for that building. At least it keeps us from just standing here.
Right, forward.
All right. So after about an hour traversing the city, you do find it. There is a iron gate open in front of it, so you can just walk right up to the building. There is somebody bleeding on the side of the gate, holding what looks like a wound. This person's still alive.
I can save
MTF?
him.
No, not an MTF member.
Well, either way, I still
Save
got.
him cautiously.
Yeah. Well, I got medicine
Just
still, so
Yeah, just be
whoever it
careful.
is-
It could be another trick.
That's right. That's a good point. Probably let's do this then. Aim the gun, hands in the air. As long as you don't do anything funny, I can help stabilize your wound.
Say
Other
it in
guys,
German.
other
I want to
guns,
test
yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'll say that in English and I'll say it in German. What does he respond to, German or English?
He responds in Russian.
Oh, okay.
I'll look back to you guys. Anyone speak Russian?
Does this guy happen to look familiar?
Cornwell speaks Russian.
Of course he does.
Ren will pull out her pistol though when she hears him speaking Russian. She gestures to you. You can still help him, but be cautious.
Yeah. Hands in the air so I can stabilize you. Or Cornwall, can you say that to him in Russian? If you speak it.
Cornwell will repeat the phrase. And the agent kind of goes, I speak English well. You fools followed us in here.
Well, you took something of relative significance.
Duh. Right,
Where are the
bastard.
others?
Fellow agents are dead.
And yours?
There were others.
Wait, was that a question?
Yeah, he asked what others, because he was talking about his own group.
Oh, okay.
He's never even seen the MTFs.
Okay.
That is a 12, by the way, for medicine success.
There's nothing you can do to save this guy. He's
Oh,
going to die. He's been shot through the gut like 3 times. He's done for.
So I'll ask the obvious question. Where's Hitler?
I suppose it don't matter now.
It matters very much to us.
Bastard King is in his office.
Do you know if he had any of his artwork with him? The oils, charcoal, any of that stuff?
We provided him with some paints. We wanted him to make equipment for us.
What's it? Oil paints?
No oil paints.
Okay, so he can't do the nuke then.
We did not know what he could do with just graffiti.
What do we know about the graffiti? Other than that one beast in the apartment.
He laughs. You're in one of his paintings.
Yeah, we'd piece together that much.
Yeah.
We wanted him for his secrets to use against you Americans.
Yeah, how'd that turn out for you?
Me dying on the side of the road without a bottle of vodka. The man is clever. A lot lot smarter than we gave him credit for.
And you said he's in his office in this building?
Duh,
Is he the one that did this to you?
he was.
How much time? How long ago has he been in there?
I don't know. Time is strange here.
Right. So we don't know how long he's been in there and what he's painting.
Well, can I judge based on the gut wound?
It looks like he's been bleeding out over the last 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, so I'll tell that then. It's like it couldn't have been more than 10 minutes. Is it just him?
Yeah.
Well, I say we go now then before he's got a chance to make himself any buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or whatever he's planning on doing. We need to get to him fast before he finishes.
So you leave this soldier?
Well, I guess what we can ask. He's probably no shit to help us. Does he want to just stay there and die, or does he want us to put him out of his misery?
He asked for vodka.
Oh, did he not have vodka?
What?
I thought he had vodka with him.
No, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah, we don't have any on us.
Unless there's a bar in this painting nearby. I don't know where we're gonna get vodka. We don't have magic paints.
Does anyone have any alcohol on them? Like a flask or
Nope.
something?
No.
No. Right?
Jack does.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Jack is
Yeah,
jacked.
Yeah, does he want to share with the Russian, though?
He shares with the Russian.
Yeah.
Jack seems sympathetic with a dying man.
Well, he's done it a bunch, so that makes sense.
How does Cornwall react to Jack giving him the flask, by the way?
Cornwall is just not watching. He's staying deliberately far away from this.
Also makes sense. Okay, let's head upstairs.
All right. So it does not take long to find your target. He is dressed in full uniform. Looks better than he has since the entire time you've seen him. He's walking around a map of the Western Front as if he's taking reports from his generals. He does not acknowledge you as you walk in, but he is aware of you.
Yeah, we immediately should be rushing in, basically looking for any graffiti paintings, and not seeing any. We'll point the gun back at him. Let's see the hands.
You American Yanks. Always the same.
Oh, I would shoot you, but I know that does no good.
Might
So
make
why
you
should I
feel
put
better.
my hands in the air for you? Once you're gonna have...
Well, I know it won't kill you, but I know it'll hurt. So I'm trying to do things the nice way.
The only nice way. Charge on into the scene. Act like you're the biggest boss in the room. Hands in the air. The Americans are here to save the day with gusto, bravo, and freedom. Let there be American eagles.
John's gonna keep walking up to him. Listen, like this can happen one of two ways. You're coming with us, either way.
And what would you do with me then, American? Put me on trial? Kill me for war crimes against
My friend
humanity?
here has access to lots of boxes where they put lots of immortal things.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can find one for you.
Yeah, there will be no trial. There will be no murder. You're immortal, clearly. But you're going to be going with a good friend here, and you're going to be put away in a room for the rest of eternity, basically.
Dr. Bright laughs and goes, I know quite a few people who would love to have a Punch Hitler day.
I'm assuming we all have handcuffs, yes?
Yeah.
Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Where's the painting? Where's your artwork? We know you had plenty of time.
It's all around you.
Yeah,
I
I'm talking
wanted to
about
make something beautiful. Something that reminded me of home.
All right, and how do we get out of here?
The way we came.
Med is not that simple.
There's only one way out.
Yeah, we're listening.
Down through the bottom to the sub-basement. My bunker has the exit.
And I do not trust this guy for
I was gonna say, what is the equivalent of insight?
I believe you said last time it was psychology.
Yep.
Oh, well.
I succeed. I succeed again.
Perfect.
He doesn't
Nice.
seem to be lying.
Yes. Are you coming with us then, or?
Oh, he's coming with us. He has no choice in the matter.
I guess the question is willingly, or what's happening?
It's not going to be willingly. He is going to try to fight.
Yeah, he'll lose that fight.
He's going to lose that fight. He's still 80-year-old man.
Yeah, he's an 80-year-old man, so I easily get the handcuffs on him.
Okay.
80-year-old man who feels 3 times the pain due to what's been done to him.
Any surprises then that we should be aware of, or?
I imagine in the bunker there's probably going to be something waiting for us. Be prepared.
So as you're marching him through and you're grilling him for questions, he's going to respond and goes, every art piece has a theme. Everything you faced from me up to this point has followed a simple theme.
And what
Have
would
you
that
been
be?
able to guess what it is?
Death.
No.
You killed the people in the. You had the father attack the daughter. You shot the Russian who tried to kidnap you.
Yeah, it was no artwork. That was bullet and gun. Anyone else wish to guess what the theme has been?
Let me guess. I'm gonna take a wild
You've already guessed.
guess. All right.
I'm
I think I put it together, but all right.
I'm thinking. Ren, you go first.
She just doesn't care. I mean, she's all but completely tuning him out. She sees absolutely nothing to be gained from listening to mad dictators.
Could I try and roll art craft to find the theme?
Sure.
I think I have a general idea. I don't know if it's true, right or not, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
she has a 60 in that, but again.
If I have to get below the 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if all right, I'll use 6 lux points then to make that a success.
The general idea has been fear.
Okay, I was wrong then.
What were you going to guess?
7 deadly sins, maybe. Yeah, because the coin greed, the father wrath.
No.
Yeah.
So he begins to explain himself. It was fear. The shark in the pool, a fear of things that weren't there, fear of the unknown. The statuette at the museum, a fear of things, a fear of others. The mirror within the motel, the fear of self.
The fear of going through 80 years of life as an artist and not leaving behind anything but destruction.
An oil painting that was not finished. A fear of things to come. The charcoal painting, I assume that somebody has gone through it at this point. It's a fear of being alone. The creature made through the graffiti is the fear of... Well, that one's just a murderous monster, I suppose. You lull your insults at me as a legacy of destruction. Nay, I did what my people needed me to do. You blamed us for a war that never was our fault. Crushed us, destroyed our economy, then destroyed yourselves.
How was it not your fault?
Please explain to me how a 20-year-old soldier on the front lines is at fault for the death of a duke.
Are you forgetting the invasion of Poland?
Poland didn't exist yet.
Talking about the second one, the one you weren't involved with.
Taking back rightful lands of Germany, of the fatherland.
Okay, just for FYI, for history, he wanted to join in the war. He was very nationalistic.
I know he was very much nationalistic, but
Okay.
it was not Germany's fault what happened to what is his name?
Archduke Ferdinand.
Yeah, Ferdinand. Yeah,
Ferdinand.
Yeah.
That was not Germany's fault. Germany was very unfairly blamed for a lot of that shit.
Oh yeah, well yeah, they lost, so we made them
I
take
don't know.
all
I'd
the
say
blame.
unfairly.
No, we
they did harbor
That's
him.
World War One.
Treaty for World War One, yeah. Treaty of Versailles, we made in the treaty itself. It's like, yeah, you're taking all the blame. You're paying compensation, which they didn't finish paying until quite recently, actually.
I mean,
So
they
they still
did
had to
harbor
pay.
him, the criminal. So
A lot of the things that led up into World War II was a direct result of what happened at the end of World War One.
yeah,
Yeah, and the Treaty of Versailles didn't solve any problems. It just delayed the inevitable at that point. Sowed the seeds essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, war is always nasty, but the reason Hitler and Stalin have the reputation they do is because what he said was bullshit. He didn't save his people, he gassed a significant amount of them.
Yeah.
Same thing with
Hitler is
Stalin.
one.
It's the killing large swaths of your own people.
This is
That's
the
wrong with
bit of
people.
a psychopath, all right? He will view himself as
Yeah.
the hero.
Oh yeah.
No, I get it. That's just why she's not listening to him. She's just getting visibly angry the longer he talks.
Yeah. He's trying to make sense of it, and it is true what from his point of view, that he was trying to reclaim what should have technically belonged to Germany. From his point of view, he's a monster. Like, this stuff belonged to us. Those should have been German citizens. We should bring the world back under heel beneath his foot and bring world peace. You know, the actual dystopia of a utopia. This is a man who is clearly drenched in his own political viewpoint, unable to see past his own faults.
Yeah, I think Ren's just gonna let's see what she'd be wearing stockings, so never mind. She'll just take her hat off and quite literally like stuff it in his mouth. She's very done.
It still have aluminum in it, by the way.
What?
Your hat is still aluminum lined.
Oh yeah.
Because your hair watch.
Yeah, no, probably not. Not at this point. She's had
it's
like
fine.
she's like a week since leaving them at least, right? So
Yeah. So shove that into his mouth and just
Well, that should make the rest of this trek a little bit more pleasant. And so as they come to the bunker, is there a way for them to check out? Like, is there a door or anything that they can check out before they go in? Because, yeah, I'm a little worried about this.
Yeah.
well,
So as you start getting towards the bunker, like the scenic sounds and ambience that was around you, it starts to be replaced with the air horn sirens again. You can hear the sounds of bombs and fighting, men dying, screaming, fighting. Sounds like
Jeez.
hell broke loose
Yeah,
outside.
gotta move faster.
Yeah, she's just going to preemptively take Cornwall's hand to try to calm him down.
Cornwall
Or
is
keep him
not
calm.
okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he's-
assumed.
He's not okay. When you grab his hand, he more takes you underhand, like he's trying to protect you. He's gone full soldier at this point.
Okay, we'll just try to get through this as quickly as possible then, basically. If John's got Hitler, then keeping him.
Yeah.
And the rest of us can just concentrate on keeping Cornwall going in the right direction.
As you proceed to downward, you hear what sounds like a lot of shouting in German. Sounds like people are destroying evidence, records, papers. You hear quite a few gunshots go off as unnecessary workers are shot. As you progress into this basement, I'm going to need sanity rolls from all of you real quick. As you start to hear what sounds like chanting.
Oh, good.
49. Ooh, that was close. That's a success.
33. Yeah, mine's a success as well.
Another failure.
Rip.
What are you at right now, John?
I'm at 19.
Oh, goody. That's another 3.
I might make it to the end before I go completely insane.
As you pass one of these rooms, you can see there's ambient light of red ambient light glowing from it, and it is just filled with pentagrams.
Oh, goody. That's what we were missing.
Yep, just rushing on past it.
Rushing right past it.
Pardon us.
Not today, Satan.
You rush past that as quick as possible, and you get into the bunker.
Is Satan an SCP? Out of curiosity.
I mean, there are a lot of different versions of SCP Satan, yeah.
Okay.
There's at least 4 different SCP Satan.
Really? Huh. All right. Anyways.
Funnily enough, Clef is one of them.
Oh, right. He is, isn't he? Huh.
That's my favorite one, is that he's Satan. Because it's such obvious bullshit. Is it?
Maybe. ...
So you come into the bunker, and there is obvious signs that a suicide has happened in here. Lying on the ground in front of you are 2 pistols and 2 tablets.
Tablets?
Yeah, he took tablets before he shot himself, just to be sure.
Oh, okay.
Bryson, I think it was, which
Both him and his I'm hesitant to say she was his wife because they were married like a day before Berlin got invaded.
they were together for a while, I thought.
I mean, its mistress was much closer to the term.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but anyways, I'll investigate that area, and while I'm investigating, I'm going to try and stealthily take those tablets.
Trying to steal those tablets.
Yeah.
That's going to be stealth.
Stealth.
There is no other door out of here.
Ooh, 3.
So yeah, you are able to steal those tablets.
Oh, don't know if I'll actually need them or not, but just in case. How many were there? 2, you said?
I'm sorry?
How many were there? 2, you said?
2.
Okay. Well, I'll just invest. But as I'm
Just
investing,
enough for John and Ren.
No. It's also there's many ways I could use it. It could also be used for me if I get caught, kind of thing.
That's extremely dark.
Anyways, but
You already
yeah.
have one. It's one of your teeth.
Oh, I do? Okay, I wasn't sure if I had one or not.
You're a Russian sleeper agent. Of course you have a cyanide tooth.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. But like, well, I got 2 more at least. So there you go.
He wants to make sure it works.
Well, yeah. Now I got tablets I can use as well. So perfect.
I mean, like, we have ways to get around cyanide.
Okay. Cool.
So,
All right.
so
Anyway,
you said
so yeah.
there aren't any exits out of here, though?
There are no other exits out of here.
When I did is there any when I was over there just sort of mingling around? Was there the bodies there and whatnot, or
No, there are no bodies.
no bodies? Interesting.
Basically,
Any dark spaces? Any paintings?
No dark spaces, no paintings, nothing.
So he meant that the only way out of here is suicide. What a dick.
Yeah, I'll wrench his shoulders like, I don't see no exit there. Hitler, where is it?
He starts to laugh. How do you think I got out of here?
I see. By killing yourself. So I know you'll come right back, and John will like wrench him over to one of the guns, pick it up, and point it to his head. Shall we see if that works again?
John, put the gun down.
What's the matter? You got no quips, no smart ass things to say anymore?
John,
Go ahead and waste a bullet.
Put the gun down, John. Hold on, I was thinking about this. So, all right.
Yeah, like John's not responding to you. Come on, asshole! You got anything more to say?
All right.
He like starts. He'll hit him with the gun.
I'll
answer me.
Step in, John. John, calm down. Calm down.
Like, how do we get out of here?
John, we're thinking. Well, first of all, if he's implying that it's suicide, there may be a way to get through that without us actually permanently dying. And then also, we haven't checked the way we came through anyways to see if there's an exit back there. So before we start going to the extremes, we should at least go back there to see if there's an exit. If not, then we're going to need some water. A lot of water.
John will turn
Dying doesn't actually get people out, though. If it does, then we would have seen live MTF agents and not dead ones. We would have seen the other Russian agents Russians that they all died.
The agents we did find, the one that we did find, died with a broken neck.
Yeah, he was hung by somebody. He didn't do that to himself.
Well, we can try it this way, where I would say if dying is the way to get out, is that how we get out, Hitler? We die, and it transports us out of here. Is that what you're implying?
At least 2 of you have to die.
Well, I know somebody who can volunteer for that. Kind of like wrenching his arm again.
What do you mean 2 of us have to die?
2 of us died on this day.
Oh, okay. So it's a sacrifice thing.
So then Hitler and Bright, since they'll both come back. No offense, Bright.
Bright goes, none taken.
Okay, no. I was thinking of what if it's like not a permanent death, like that's what you if it's like you have to die to get out. I was thinking like what if you drown and then you get back up because there's technically a way you can come back from that.
Like John will wrench Hitler's arm again. Oh, kind of like her idea.
If he's saying that only 2 people to like complete the painting the day, it seems like.
Wait, what does the Russian count that already died?
No, he didn't suicide.
He was killed, not he didn't.
Oh, it has to be a suicide.
So Bright is willing to take one of the spots because he is immortal. You guys can just take the necklace and bring him back.
Yeah.
Hitler is not willing.
Oh, I can make
How
him willing.
dark we gonna? I was gonna say how dark we gonna get because I feel
Oh,
like that's manageable.
Well, John's already there. He's like, well, if you give me enough time, I can make Hitler willing. Isn't that right there, buddy? He kind of wrenches his arm again. The only question is how much pain you're willing to put up with before you're willing. Yeah, like John's he's going off the deep end on that. They're kind of start putting that out two and two together.
He does only have like what 16 sanity left. It kind of makes sense.
What is Cornwall doing out of
Yeah,
curiosity?
he's got 16 sanity left. So yeah, he is.
Cornwall is looking back at the bunker door, like he's looking up through at it, like as if he was trying to think his way through this.
Hey, we have Bright kill himself, and we have Hitler kill himself. When we get out of here.
Cornwall's going to speak up, and it's like, if he kills himself, what makes you think it's just going to take us out of here?
I mean, hell, if it doesn't, he comes right back. We kick his ass some more. Yeah, I'll get no better way to spend the rest of my life than be beating his ass repeatedly.
Unless only the people that kill themselves get out, in which case he'd be out and Bright would be an amulet.
Because the body would become a vegetable, if I remember what he said.
He's going to look at Bright and goes, he's be an amulet.
It's classified.
Bright mutters something under his breath, and it's like, I wonder if I put the amulet on him, will that count as 2?
Okay, so they still have to kill themselves, right? That's what we're deciding.
Like, give John enough time, Hitler will be willing.
Going to beat a man into wanting to commit suicide.
Yeah, I mean,
you are going to be at that for a long time because what the Russians have done to him is insane.
Yeah, what? So what is Cornwall thinking? Like, is he?
Well, are you trying to figure out if Cornwall is suicidal?
Just a bit.
It's fucked up, man.
Well,
said the guy who made this situation.
Got it.
Or we can go back
We're
into
gonna
Berlin.
have to put all the trigger warnings on this stream, by the way, like literally just all of them.
Or we can go back into Berlin. Not something Cornwall probably wants to do, and try to find another way out of here.
Well, I'm trying to, because I don't know, he has the PTSD and all that, so but because he said he's thinking, so has he thought this through then?
I mean, regardless of how long it takes, we have 2 people that don't actually die when they die, or don't stay dead at any rate. So Ren's pretty much going to insist on that.
All something has to do is they have to die. Like we're talking about charcoals here. Are they really that sentient to know one the other?
I don't think the wife was it suicide, or I think that might have been murder. Hold on.
Well, that's depending on what side. Like either he committed suicide or he had one of his top lieutenants shoot him. But
no, not Hitler. It was the wife. That might have been.
Oh, the same thing goes with her.
That might have been. I can't remember if that was actually like either tricked or not. Like, because if that's the case, then I don't know. Would just regular murder work?
It probably very likely she was shot and killed against her will.
There you go. You have Bright kill himself willingly, and Hitler gets shot and killed. That should suffice.
All right, is that what you do?
I mean, John's for it, depending on what the two of you want.
Bright really wants to kill Hitler. It's just,
Okay.
If that's I guess we're not gonna try and check back in the one area we came from to see if there was.
I mean, I don't know if Cromwell's up to going back.
yeah, Cornwall is deadly degrading here. He is.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
We're gonna need. He's probably gonna need that flask in a bit. Bright.
Well, you
Bright.
he gave it to the Russian, so
Well, I think I would have assumed he took it back after he took a couple swigs.
All right, so Bright, she's going to speak up. Am I shooting Hitler or what?
Yeah. I think that's the plan, right?
Yeah, sounds good to me. And John will immediately let go of Hitler.
All right.
Take more than a few steps back.
All right. Bright picks up one of the pistols off the ground and just unloads it into him. Just
Does he stay down?
for time.
and then the second part.
The second
No rush. A
Right.
little bit of rush.
Right. So he's just going to look at you all and goes, "Make sure the next body that I get, it's a better one than this."
Okay.
No
wait,
promises.
how do
see
we
what
not?
the SCP does.
How do we not die when do we just pick up the amulet? How does that work?
Don't touch it, bare skin.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Gun to temple.
Anything happen?
You are in the cellar of the house.
Woo! It worked.
All right. I guess I'll. Is there any cloth or something I can use to pick up the amulet? Or
Ren will do it. She'll the outside shirt because she's got the turtleneck on under it. She'll use that one to pick it up.
I'm immediately going to try to help Cornwall out of the cabin.
All right, help Cornwall out. So when you open up that door, the cellar door is closed on you. So like the door into the cellar is closed, and then there's the door that leads to the steps to the outside.
Okay.
Hitler is regenerating and getting back up.
All right.
handcuff.
So yeah, he should still be handcuffed. So yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, here, Smith. You get Hitler. You're probably the best one for that.
All right. Well, I'm trying to get Cornwall. Here, you get Cornwall out of here.
Yeah, I'll focus.
Pierce will take care of the amulet, and I'll grab Hitler and kind of like wrench him back up onto his feet. Like, come on.
All right, you ready, sir?
Cornwall nods.
Ready.
Open up the cellar door, and it is covered in dirt.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay. So when did we come back?
Well, this was familiar to the other painting we were in.
Mm-hmm.
That D class was in, the one we witnessed. Crap. Well, all right, Hitler. Wait for him to kind of reconstitute and to basically wake up. How do we get out of this one?
Hitler's just gonna spit on you. Just
I will punch him immediately in the face.
Well, is it
Now,
the
I believe
same?
I asked the question.
Is it the same door from before though? Because the one we went through before had dirt on it too. Before we went through it, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I
Could've
mean,
just
like, when you opened up the cellar door, you were just met with a wall of dirt.
oh,
It doesn't
okay.
look like but yeah, it's the one with the treehouse.
What about the other door?
That just leads back into the cellar.
You said that we're in the wood cabin, right?
Yeah.
Well, heck, we have the knife. John's gonna basically starts scraping at like one of the walls and basically see if dirt just starts pouring, like dirt comes in.
All right. And slowly you are met with moonlight.
Aha!
You are able to dig your way out.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. When you do, you are immediately surrounded by SCP, MTF members, and UIU agents.
You immediately showing the badge, like FBI, UIU agents, look at Pierce and we need another. I believe they said D class for Bright. And
So just to time skip a bit, you had been gone for almost 8 hours.
okay,
You are taken back in, checked up, given custody. Bright's got a new body.
he
There
specifically
is-
requested a good one this time.
Yeah. He's got a nice, big, strong, muscular one this time. Only problem is that the guy's missing a finger and he had those tattoos that said love, hate on it. So now it's just love hat.
Yeah, love hat. Yeah, okay. Well, I was about to ask which one was which.
Remember that was a thing in the 50s?
No, no, it wasn't.
What the hell's Angels a thing back then?
No, well, no. There's the no. It's a reference to the love hate. There's a movie, movie from the 50s with the what's it called?
Oh my god, it really was a 50s thing.
Well, no. There was,
No,
it was a
no.
villain. He's considered like cinema's classic villains or whatever. He's from the 50s or 40s or whatever. He's like a preacher. God, what the fuck is the movie called?
Nick goes off and down that rabbit hole. You guys are being debriefed. Cornwell is going to be fine eventually. He's taking a couple of days off.
All right, that's good to know.
Right. Smith, you are being ordered to take quite a few days off.
Yes, it is. Yep, I found it. 1953, the novel, and there was a movie in 1955. Reverend Harry Powell from The Night of the Hunter. It's a movie that's considered a classic. He has love and hate on his knuckles.
Someone's read that book basically and trying to get that tattoo. He thought it'd be cool, but he's missing his pinky says love hat.
Yeah, John's definitely going to protest the vacation, the mandatory vacation.
It is a mandatory vacation because you are clearly starting to show signs of hyper aggression.
I don't know, like what are you talking about hyper-aggression? I'm here serving my damn country.
Well,
Go
you serve
home
your
and serve it from home for a
go home.
while. I'll bring you a
Yes.
pie. An apple pie. Very American.
Yep. As for you two, Pierce, do you take any more photos?
Probably not.
I'm a little afraid to.
Didn't you give the camera to John?
Yeah.
Yeah, has John taken any more photos?
I mean, John would have. He would have done what Pierce's job was until he started getting back. Until he started going batshit crazy, then he would have stopped taking photos.
Well, to be fair, there probably wasn't enough time to take photos until we got rescued.
Well,
We're
no, when we
very-
were first in the house, there was. But
He definitely would have made we'll try to make. I imagine he probably would have made sure about the Hitler being resurrected by getting shot in the head. The photos definitely would have taken photos of Berlin.
The photos of Hitler.
he's just taking tourist photos in the middle of this.
Oh, because we
freaky
were
painting.
somewhere where we shouldn't have been. Berlin,
Yeah,
Berlin back in
I
the
get it.
1942s. That's definitely something you don't see every day.
Pierce would have taken those pictures.
Like the warehouse with the German writing, all that stuff. I don't think John would probably have been too insane at that point for with the cabinet and stuff like that to start taking photos. But there wasn't really too much to recover there. So do we see our friend there at all?
No, he does not appear. He will not appear unless Rin takes the pictures.
Yeah, and I'm kind of cool with not dying, so
Yeah, destroy the camera or something.
I guess she's not a photographer anymore. Damn.
Well, yeah, Cornwall made you the leader.
Oh,
Well, not temporary leader.
Temporary. Well, yeah, he's kind of out for commission for a bit.
So
Yeah.
this is basically we're at the end of the campaign.
Okay.
So Hitler is being taken into custody. The SCP is the ones who are going to take him. Their reasoning is that they don't want the American government having him for obvious reasons.
Fair enough.
They feel like they would keep a much better eye on him than the American system because that's just going to cause problems with the Soviets. Smith, you are being given mandatory vacation until your head is basically on right again. This experience has done a number and it's completely shifted your prospect of reality. Although you are being praised for your American go-get-'em attitude. You're probably going to be promoted out of the UIU into more active FBI work. Pierce, you are approached by Jack Bright in one of his new bodies.
Dr. Bright?
He's going to ask, so was your first adventure everything you hoped it would be?
Not exactly. And since you all took my box of photos, can I assume that, well, if you already know, then can I just ask why exactly my memories were erased?
Bright kind of thinks it over and goes, officially, I can't. But I think you know I don't mind breaking the rules every now and then. They are meant to be broken after all.
Thank you.
He gives you a vanilla photo. He says, this is everything I was able to find out about you. If you want to look into that, it's up to you. I have also been given some special authority. Apparently, you impressed the higher-ups. If you're willing for a much better, yet more dangerous job, we have openings.
You know what? She's going to open the manila folder because it kind of depends on what she finds out, how much more she needs to find out.
So the
rather.
first thing you're greeted with is a picture of you in your early 20s with a very handsome man. Almost as if you had just gotten married. It's definitely a tropical location, maybe somewhere in Cuba.
Okay.
And then it begins to go into a long list of details. Apparently, your husband was a member of site staff. He's a doctor of some sort, studying the anomalies for the SCP.
Okay. Does it say anything about the kid, if both of them are still alive, any of that stuff?
As you begin to look further and further into it, your husband was killed mysteriously one day, according to you. Whatever killed him found its way home. It then proceeded to kill both your children. Or was it just one or two children that were found in the box of pictures? I can't remember. For the
Just
backstory.
one, yeah.
It killed your child, and it would have killed you too if the SCP did not arrive on the scene. You were given a very, very strong dose of amnestics to try to erase almost like 10 years of history at that point. Because your husband has been telling you things about the SCP he was not qualified to do.
Mm.
Before you jump to a conclusion, apparently the SCP that had followed your husband home has nothing in terms of the description of the dog-faced creature that's been following you around in photos.
Okay. Well, if there's still a mystery unsolved for her, then that would probably be the... Well, I can't very well go back to photography if I can't take pictures, so I guess if this job will help me figure that out, then I'll take it.
Bright will smile, reaches out, shakes your hand, and goes, "Welcome to the SCP, Miss Pierce. Would you like to go get dinner?"
You know, not many people drop something like this on someone and then ask for a date, right?
Be glad you're not a doctor. I would have asked for a game of Hippocratic Oath chicken.
All right. Well, you can tell me what that is over dinner, I guess.
All right. Ralph Rogers.
Yeah. What's happening here?
So you fill out this information. You seem to be almost completely forgotten about by the organization.
Understandable.
So do you? What would be your mission now that you're active? You're just waiting for it to go off at this point.
The potato?
Yeah.
Probably either going to work normally. However, I would, after what Cornwall was doing with the whole, ooh, you're not Ralph, that would have to be then looked into and to find out if he knows. Because if so, then he's going to need to take some of that pills that I swiped.
All right. So you start digging into it, and with Cornwall gone for a couple of days, Smith gone for a couple of days, and Pierce is about to be heading out, you're able to look into a number of the secret files Cornwall's had in his office. Cornwall knows a lot of shit. You're looking at all this stuff, and this is stuff Cornwall, even as a UIU, should not know.
Okay.
And a lot of it is marked with a symbol of a hand wrapped around a serpent.
Oh, okay.
He's
Somebody else is a double agent too.
Yeah.
So this is blackmail that you could use.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely if need be. So yeah. So he's also a double agent though. So we're on the same side though.
No, you are not.
Oh.
Cornwall is a member of the Serpent's Hand.
Oh, he's on the. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So then that will definitely be used for blackmail. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you take these files home, or do you take pictures of them?
I was thinking either take pictures and make copies of the pictures, and then put everything back to where they should be, kind of thing.
All right.
And then, yeah. So
then-
yeah, that'll be good for blackmail.
All right. So the next day, while you're waiting for the bus, a woman sits down next to you at the bus stop.
Okay.
When she turns to look at you, you recognize her as Alice, the Marshall Carter and Dark proprietor that you did that raid on.
Okay.
She goes, "So, Mr. Rogers, Agent Rogers, correct?
Of sorts, I suppose.
You were snooping around in Cornwall's office yesterday."
I wasn't very sneaky about it. Dang.
Oh, no, none of the normal UIU agents would notice, but my organization, we did.
Yes.
What
Then
would you want that information? What would you want to keep that information quiet?
what would I want to keep that information quiet? What do I want? God, you put me on the spot here. I gotta think. You might need to throw me some ideas. I'm blanking at the moment.
All right, so you are a secret agent for the GRU Division P. Anything to keep Americans destabilized long enough to pursue Russian interests is what your character would want.
Okay. So probably something on that front, but then something personal would just be how attached to are you to Cornwall?
Not very attached, but Cornwall is a useful agent.
Okay. Yeah. The reason I took that stuff is he may have something on me, which I'm not totally sure on. So I just wanted to make sure I had something on him.
Well, you have something on him.
Mm.
And I don't want that information going back to your true masters.
No, they won't. As long as you, yeah, it's one of those, what you call it? You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
What do you want?
Insurance of Cornwall's silence, for one. That's the biggest for me. And then, you can see the future, or you're from the future, different timelines and whatnot. I want being double agents. Well, being what I am, it's not the most fun stuff. And with Russia in disarray at the moment with the death of Stalin, what do I want? I want to be the leader.
He just has to take over Russia.
Wow, that's a step.
Someone's ambitious.
You want to be the czar.
Or, yeah, what do they call it? Dictator for life, I think of.
Dictator for life at this point, yeah. The Kremlin, basically.
Yeah.
Very well, I can work with that.
Excellent.
All right. Alice will stand up. Can I have those files now, please?
Yes. I took pictures of them, so what do I roll? She's not going to betray me once I give these to her, right? Do I have to roll for that?
Probably.
Okay.
See here. We said it was psychology.
This is psychology. Oh, that's a 5. That's a success. I don't know if we're using luck points to make it a 1. Would that make it better? Probably it's the end, so I'll use luck points to make it a 1.
All right. So as you're handing the files over, yeah, she's betraying you. She's going to betray you almost immediately.
All right. None of that then. I made copies of the photos though, so.
All right. So you do hand those over.
Well, I got copies. If she I'm trying to figure out what kind of betrayal if I'm gonna get.
No, she's going to kill you.
Oh, she's gonna try to kill me. Oh, well. All right. So this is what's happening then. As she takes the files, like kind of thing, like, hey, all right, here's a folder with some files, and when she reaches her hand out, it'll be. I'm gonna try and be quick with it, with the whole knife in the raking across the arm.
Mm-hmm.
From wrist to elbow, because that will kill you like in seconds.
All right, so that's going to be. I think there might actually be a knife skill.
Is there?
There's sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. There's a spear.
With a spear? Well, I'm not using a spear.
I don't even see a spear. Yeah, there's really only brawl and sleight of hand.
You want me to use brawl?
I'll brawl or sleight of hand, whichever one's better for you.
Try brawl. Oh, that's success with a 7.
All right, so you are successful as all your training just kicks in, right from the wrist up the arm. Right.
Looking clean.
You are grabbed from behind. As you turn, you see another girl standing there with pink hair.
Oh boy.
And her eyes just glows immediately, and it's all over for you.
Dang. Well, I got Alice at least. So she's good.
Did one of my old characters just kill Ralph?
Yeah, was that her again? Did she make it?
Yep. Did my best.
Sorry about that.
Nah, you're good.
So at least we'll use her reality bending powers to bring Alice back from the dead.
Oh, that's some BS.
Alice picks up those photos and goes, "So that was uncomfortable."
Well, unfortunately for her, though, there are copies of the photos, as I said, so someone probably grabbed them.
I
Hopefully, the
like
rest.
the implication that Eloise is Serpent's hand now. What has she been up to? Sorry.
You'll have to find that out the next campaign, probably. How this does, we'll look at it. Eloise is starting to frighten even her a bit because you made an incredibly powerful character. We'll have to find out later. So John's on vacation. Piers, you eventually do get the information that Rogers is dead, or at least MIA. There is no body. And then time goes on. In a year's time, there is a mysterious, spontaneous combustion at the UIU because the potato goes off that kills half of its members.
Jesus. Does John survive? Oh, wait, he's not there anymore. He's at a different... Okay.
Yeah, what about Cornwall?
He would have got promoted to legally proper.
Okay, roll to see if I get
Cornwall does not survive. He is one of the people who burst into spontaneous flames.
Fuck you.
Dang.
The SCP does find the potato after that event. And I shit you not, it is literally just a hot potato. That's the end of the campaign.
Dang. I was hoping to become leader of Russia.
Wild.
I was trying my damn best.
John.
I had copies of the files though, so if something happened to me, the Russians would probably go to my house and find the other files, so they might have found those as well. We'll see.
That's true. I guess technically Cornwall might have been outed before the hot potato even went off.
Possibly, but I don't know if they would do anything. They would just have that information, but
True.
they probably wouldn't. I don't know if they would be able to do anything or just like, okay, that's neat. Anyways.
That's a thing we know.
Yes, so he's still dead though, so I got him at least. I didn't make it, but I got him.
So what'd you guys think of this campaign?
It was very interesting. Okay, wait. What was with the dog now that it's over?
So that is... let me pull up his information real quick. So he is SCP-1471. I had to do a reworking because really it is a app for mobile devices called Mallow. The thing just starts appearing in photos that you took on your phone until it eventually just takes up your whole vision. It is not hostile. It is not aggressive. It's just a friend that follows you around that's spooky to look at.
But I mean, yeah, it would kind of kill her career as a photographer, though, if it just took up her whole lens finder eventually.
Oh, no, it's worse than that. During the first 24 hours, the following installation of SCP-1471, the mobile device will receive images taken at locations commonly frequented by the individual. After 48 hours, the mobile device will receive images taken at locations that were recently visited by the individual. After 72 hours, the mobile device will receive images of individuals in real time with SCP-1471-A appearing within close proximity to the subject. Individuals with 90 hours or more exposure to these continuous images will begin to briefly visualize SCP-1471-A within their peripheral vision, reflective surfaces, or a combination of the two.
So you almost got close to that one.
Continued exposure to SCP-1417 after this point will cause irreversible and sustained visualizations of SCP-1471-A. Individuals at this stage have reported periodic attempts made by SCP-1471 to visually communicate with them, but fail to understand or comprehend these actions. Currently, the only known treatment to SCP-1471's effects is to eliminate the individual's individual's visual exposure to the image prior to the 90-day after installation. To date, no apparent hostile activity has been reported regarding SCP-1471-A. What I was going to have him do was eventually just start helping you find clues.
Well, he spooked me, so he didn't get to be a helpful friend.
Nope,
he
he
should have
was an
been less
ally.
spoopy.
So let me read you this potato thing.
Oh, God.
So this is SCP-2635. SCP-2635 is under rotating custody of the Foundation in the Unusual Incidents Units of the FBI. The UIU will maintain possession of the objects at the Tarmac building from January 1st through June 30th. On July 1st, object will be transferred to neighboring Foundation facility Site 58. The Foundation will keep the object until December 31st, at which point it will be transferred back to the UIU facility. At no point should either entity maintain possession of SCP-2635 for over 10 months. If this transfer is made impossible for any reason, personnel stationed at Site 58 are to immediately enact emergency protocol actual. Note, all dates in this document are according to modern Georgian calendar. While in Foundation possession, SCP-2635 is to be kept in a standing organic material containment locker. SCP-2635 is an uncooked red potato. If any organization maintains possession of SCP-2635 for an entire calendar year, 1/2 of all members of said organization will die as a result of spontaneous combustion.
Oh.
If an organization is made up of an odd number of individuals, the number of affected individuals will be rounded up to the next highest whole number. If SCP-2635 is possessed by a single individual for a year, they will die in the same manner. 2635 is also believed to possess some anti-mimetic properties. As such events, their consequences go almost entirely unnoticed by the world at large. 2635 does not degrade or decompose. 2635 is... I'm sorry?
Oh, no. Okay, keep going. Maybe you'll answer it.
2635 is believed to have been created by one or more members of the art collective known as Are We Cool Yet? Sometime in the early 2000s, after being commissioned by an unidentified Chechen anti-Russian organization, presumably for the purpose of assassinating pro-Russian politicians and public figures. The object was confiscated by Green Division P operatives on November 2002, but was recovered within days by covert individuals believing to have been working on the behest of Are We Cool Yet? Recovered documents have indicated the piece was created by a single member of the collective and is titled Kada Rove, Manfred on Tuber, Piece 3 of 6. To date, none of the 5 other implied incidents have been discovered, though several investigations are currently underway in spontaneous combustion cases in Russia, Ukraine, and Ireland. Incident history. 2635 first came to Foundation's attention when it was acquired by the defense contractor Redwater, after it was mailed to the Redwater headquarters building in the April 2008. The package containing 2635 is believed to have been lost in the building's mailroom, and in April of 2009, 1/2 of Redwall's employee, totaling 351 individuals, died as a result of SCP's 2635 effect. This event resulted in the dislocation of Redwater and the purchase of Redwater assets by the Westminster Group, a holding of Marshall Carter Dark Limited, in June 2009. It is believed Marshall Carter and Dark were somehow aware of 2635, and recovered paperwork has revealed the expedient sale of 2635 to one Neptune Jr., a known POI connected to Mechanhead Extreme, in July 2009. In August 2010, approximately 8,300 individuals died in a manner consistent to that of 2635, all of whom were later identified as neo-Sarkic cults. and is believed to have been a deliberate act of religious terrorism presented by Mr. Juggin. In September 2010, Marshall Carter and Dark recovered 2635 again by unknown means. February 2011, 2635 and relevant documentations were recovered during a raid on Marshall Carter and Dark warehouse, along with several other anomalies, including SCP-2463 and SCP-1738. 2635 was given SCP designation and moved to Site 63 for temporary containment until proper custodial arrangements can be made. In October 2011, several safe and Euclid-class objects, including 2635, were lost during an incursion on Site 63 by a cell of the Chaos Insurgency. In October 2012, one half of cell operatives died as a result of 2635, spontaneously weakening the organization and allowing Foundation to recover many stolen anomalies in the Chaos Insurgency's possession, with the notable exception of 2635. It is believed this event was at least partially facilitated intentionally or as a collaborative result of the Global Occult Coalition attack on several CI facilities in September 2012. Federation espionage experts within the GOC have determined the organization has been aware of 2635 since at least 2004. 2635 is believed to have been retained by a member of the Serpent's Hands posing as a Chaos Insurgency operative. Over the next 38 months, it is believed the Hand used 2635 to covertly assassinate heads of states and redacted, as well as Agent Marcus Rose, a leading member on the Serpent Hand Task Force. On December 29, Site Director Pauline Barrett discovered 2635 in an ostensibly unused storage locker in Euclid Wing Site 22. Director Barrett immediately reported the discovery, and automated alert systems notified relevant Foundation personnel. On January 10th of 2016, 2635 began containment as 58 Tamric Complex and has remained there without further incident. In April 2016, a single yam was found on the desk of Dr. Nottingham, Site Director of Site 58. Said yam maintains a consistent temperature of 420 degrees Celsius, and Dr. Nottingham received several burns from handling it, but has made a full recovery. Taped to the yam was a note transcribed below. Come on, guys, that's cheating. You're supposed to pass it around, let everyone have a turn. Not cool.
All right, then.
Okay, pertinent question. If these are potatoes and you have to keep them for a full year, he hid the potatoes, so that makes it make sense. But usually if these things are just being sold and passed around as potatoes, why has no one eaten one? What happens if you eat one?
She wants to know what happens if you eat the hot potato.
Who saves a potato for a year under normal circumstances?
Well, it's being hidden, obviously.
Didn't make it sound like that in all the cases.
Yeah.
In some of the cases, it was just like, oh, it was just given to the
Yeah.
to the Russians, just as a potato.
Why not?
No one ate the potato.
Yeah.
What a waste.
I should have been more. I just kind of jumped the gun there. I'm like, oh, I should have been more persuasive because in my head I was like, oh, yeah, I'll be dictator and I'll help you with your stuff wherever you need it. Look the other way or whatever. But I didn't really sell it like that. Just really thought like I should have gone with more try to persuade. Oh well.
Nobody wants the hot potato, and it makes Blue very upset.
It's okay.
Who does have
They're
it if you eat the hot
wasting
potato?
food. I don't know.
All
Right,
right,
like that's a good
do.
question.
I think that's going to do it for this game.
Yeah.
So that's it for this campaign. We go back to Pirates next week then.
Oh boy.
Arg.
Arr.
Yeah,
All right. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for coming to play. Thank you, chat, for coming to watch. But I'm Dr. Crow. I know the truth once in my God. I got to tell everybody.
oh, cut the stream. Cut the stream.